fellas. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This week on Humpcast, special guest Ryan D graces us with his presence. We are equifucked. We talk about recent tragedies. Jared Leto to play Hugh Hefner. We're David Pumpkins, man. Any questions? Disney is remaking Hocus Pocus and Sonic. You're listening to Humpcast.
Welcome to Humpcast, everybody, the show where a couple of buds get buzzed. Humpcast is never going to stop. This is episode 187 on an undercover cop.
What?
What's
Nice.
up, guys? I'm back.
Randy's back.
Dropping some Snoop Dogg fucking lyrics on you guys.
No, I got that after the fact. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Sweet.
Yeah.
What up?
Welcome back, Ryan.
Welcome
What's
back,
up?
Ryan.
Hi, guys.
How's it going, stranger?
It's going, dude. Here's the thing, guys. I live in LA now, and I work in LA now. So,
Got it.
so I'm a
You
kinda-
basically just said.
So you
he's
live
in-
on the other side of the planet.
He's in LA, bitch.
So it takes me hours to get over here sometimes.
Right.
And if I'm coming from Century City, which was what happened last week, I wouldn't have gotten here till like 9 o'clock.
Right.
And I got off work at 6.
So it's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that sucks.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
super sucks. Like, okay,
But,
so you've been out for like 3 weeks,
2 weeks, I think.
2 weeks.
Probably about
Oh,
2
you came back for 1.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I was out for 2, and then I came back, and then I was out for 2 again. And I'm sorry that I keep doing that to you guys because I don't want to miss episodes, but
I
it's
miss you,
just-
bro. I miss your musk.
cool.
I know.
You gotta get that grind on, dog.
I know, man.
Gotta get on that grinder.
Well, today I had to take a day off because my car's in the shop, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's
Now you good, right?
not really for pleasure, but I had
Right.
to take it out. All right, we start off every show with some fucking beers and shit.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you're fucking new, but we do this every goddamn week. Yeah. I was still drinking even though I wasn't with you guys last week, so.
Oh, good. I was worried that you weren't getting your
sick.
daily intake of alcohol.
Yeah, I came back from San Diego and I had some good beers that I wanted to bring in too. Like I specifically brought one to bring in, you know, and I was like, fuck, whatever.
Not
Just
going
get home.
today.
Yeah.
But
Not today.
You actually brought in something pretty interesting. So let's go into you first this time.
Oh, this time?
What did you bring in?
Oh, yeah.
What is this pretty looking can?
He actually brought in some actual beer.
Hold on, wait, hold the fuck up. Everybody, hold the fuck up. Ryan D just brought his own beer, and it's not High Life or Bud Light.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing, guys. I like to keep you guessing, okay? So,
Changing it up.
Ryan D brings in the most expensive beer ever. He's like, so I splurged. I spent my whole month's pay.
Not gonna make rent.
I did
Worth
get
it.
I did get paid for that commercial.
You did get paid.
Oh,
Yeah, I did
okay.
get
Do you
paid.
want to
Oh,
tell us about that after you tell us about your beer?
Yeah, okay. So, this is Modern Times Spaceship Earth Pale Ale.
Damn.
And I don't know what the percentage is on this thing, but
It was like 5.7.
yeah, here it is, 5.2.
5.2.
And it's a pinter, and I got it from Craft Beer Kings because that's where my mechanic's at.
Shout out. Haven't heard them in a while. Haven't
Yep.
been there in a while.
Wait, did you say your mechanic is at Craft Beer King?
He's across the street.
Oh, I was like, that would be the
He
sickest
is
thing.
the craft beer king.
We have a mechanic shop that's actually set up connected to a beer shop, so
Yeah.
it's kind
Yeah.
of win-win. You know?
So while you wait, you get fucked up.
there you go.
But
He's
yeah,
a jack of all trades.
but it's pretty good, man. It's a good, easy pale ale. Fucking.
Yeah, it's tasty. I liked it.
Yeah.
You were kind enough to let me have one, so thank you.
Well, you're kind enough to let me have one like every week. So
Yes, I do. You're right.
Because we're friends, bro. It's what friends do.
Yeah, it's good. It's,
Speaking of
it's-
friends, my friend Ricky, what are you drinking?
Oh shit. Well, today I decided to go visit our friends in Pasadena by the name of Stone.
Ooh.
I went to the Stone Company store and I had something actually interesting where I think you guys are gonna want to try this. This is one of their pilots. I don't know if it's their
So
pilot.
stop
maybe not-
listening, stop watching, and just go get this beer.
Not their pilot series, but it's one of the it's a rare beer that they have out. It's called the Rue Nation with Berry. So this is their Rue Nation beer. It's a double IPA. But more interestingly is that they opened up a new place out, a new brewery out in Virginia. And this is actually using blackberries, strawberries, and lemon, all fresh from out in Virginia, locally sourced. It says real fruits help accentuate and deepen the massively hoppy punch. Don't confuse this with some mild, sweet light beer. This is still 100 plus IBUs of glorious bitterness.
There we go.
So you get, this is strawberries, blackberries, and lemon.
Whoa.
So it
That
was
sounds
really
like a
interesting.
cocktail.
It was actually super delicious.
and
when
you
I
got
had
a
it over
crowler.
there.
You're gonna get fucked.
And
up.
I got a giant crowler because this is also 8.5%.
Jesus. Dude, okay.
So cheers.
You know what I like? I like that beers are actually what I think are actually taking a note from cocktails where they're trying to be a little bit more fresh, a little bit more unique.
Yeah.
Because, like, you are getting stuff like this. What you say? Blackberry, lemon, and what?
And strawberry.
And strawberry. Those are cocktail ingredients. You put that with, like, let's see, some vodka or some gin. Boom. Perfect.
It's so hard to pour these motherfuckers.
Speaking of gin, you guys want to know what I'm drinking?
Yeah, what are you drinking? Looks like
Gin.
a Bloody Mary.
Yeah. No, actually. So it's not a Bloody Mary. What I'm drinking. fuck my ass.
Easy,
Okay.
yo.
Sorry.
Flip his shit.
Hit my own computer.
You almost knocked over my Aquaman fidget spinner, bro.
Bro,
Spinners.
that's the studio spinner. It's for. Are you
for-
letting them listen to you
for-
fidget spin?
It's when Ryan gets nervous. He's got to spin.
Damn. No, I actually found that
Sick
at work.
tricks, dog.
Somebody left that, and I'm like, dibs. I'm like, I left
Claimed.
it. I left it
Get it
in the.
claimed.
You're welcome, internet. Look what I could do.
Gotta do some sick tricks.
I left
Gotta,
it in the
like,
lost
fucking
and found
throw
for
it in
like
the air.
3 weeks. Nobody claimed it, and I'm like, can I just take this? And like, I'm not gonna tell you no. And
there
so
you go.
boom. So now
think
Humpcast
Garrett
guest.
got super
this
cool.
is what you get. You get to fucking spin and fidget and all that shit. Boom.
Spinners.
As for what I'm drinking right now, this is actually a cocktail I made up myself using gin, a few other ingredients that I'm not going to name right now for specific reasons, and
Because I'll go to jail.
a cigarette.
there's some crack cocaine, and Pimm's #1, aka one of the main ingredients in
fuck?
the original Pimm's cup.
and
I don't know what the fuck that is.
and Hank Pym's booze.
There you go, Hank Pimm's booze, aka Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Yeah.
The reason that I'm not telling you this is because if you actually are interested in some nice gin drinks, which let me tell you, this is refreshing as fuck. You can go ahead and check out What's Good with Garrett Lee on Facebook, and it'll show you exactly what's in this drink right here. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested, and make it yourself. Enjoy it. You're welcome. So that's what I'm doing right now. You're welcome.
Welcome,
Earth.
Earth. All right, guys. So I haven't seen you guys in a couple weeks, but
It's been a while.
I went to San Diego for my brother's bachelor party.
That's right, man. His wedding's this Saturday.
Oh yeah, so congrats, Julian Diaz.
Yep.
Yeah.
So his wedding's this Saturday. How crazy is that? My brother's getting married this weekend.
It's gonna be
Wow.
fun. I'm going.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gonna tear it up.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Owen
Going to a
Wilson.
wedding.
Owen.
We're gonna go right and crash it.
Sick reference, bro.
Wow. Julie, wow.
I'm gonna crash your wedding.
Oh, thanks, bud. Dude, your references are out of control. Everyone knows that.
Sick reference.
Oh shit. Yeah. Fuck, man. Okay. So, all I have to say is Greg, dude, is just like.
You just have to say Greg. That's all you
That's all I
have
have
to
to
say.
say.
I mean,
That's all you
for
have to
anybody
say.
who's
Let me just for those who don't know, aka the Gerg. Who's
Gerg.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might
Who-
know
who
him.
dat?
So
Who dat?
that's,
Who the
so
Gerg?
that's my brother's like longtime childhood friend, and also regular at the Silver Dollar Saloon. And
Oh, what's happening?
he's a
happening at the
regular?
Silver Dollar?
Oh, tonight, Silver Dollar comedy at the Dollar, guys. You better get the fuck down there if you're watching.
Oh, cool. Is that like a comedy show or something?
Yeah, what is that,
It
bro?
is. I will be doing stand up. I will be slanging jokes.
But how much is it though?
It's fucking free,
Oh,
Ricky.
really? Jesus.
It is free. You may as well be fucking reaching into my pocket and taking money because I'm letting you in for free.
That's
Boom.
that means that there's legit no reason to not go.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are
Cool.
crazy deals. He's crazy.
So let's get back
He's
to the
crazy
Gerg.
to lay in
I'm
this
killing you, Larry.
You're killing me, Larry.
He's got ants in his eyes.
Anyway, I mean, like, you know, Greg's he's the homie, so we got to bring him, and you know, it's not like he can be tamed and fun, and this weekend he was not.
Okay.
Oh, really? Oh, go figure.
So,
Interesting. That's a shocker.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was fine, man. Like the thing is, I don't think he realized that 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 even though we're at this house, you know, it's an Airbnb. I got an Airbnb, but we still have to respect the fact that there are people living around us, you know. So
Right.
So like, there's an apartment. I did my best to get a best location for this situation. So the guy only thought there was like 4 of us staying at this place. So there actually
Surprise! There wasn't.
actually
It was 11.
actually ended up being 7
Oh,
but Greg
okay.
counts for like 5 people. So
Right.
he needs-
all the different
he
personalities.
needs so much room for his activities.
The different personalities.
So the place was great. The host, I mean, the guy was awesome, but the neighbors behind us fucking hated us because there's an apartment. So like I said, when I was like booking it, I like kept everything in mind, and I was like, I got to pick a spot where like we're not gonna be too close to people. People won't really complain too much, or
Maybe
like
a couple acres distance.
so. So I got a
So a bachelor party in Kentucky.
So I got a so I got a
in
place.
field.
I got a place right next, like right on the corner where all the bars are at, all the breweries, and
nice.
and it was right next door from a brewery.
Okay, so it's already going to
That
be
is-
rowdy.
that sounds amazing.
Which one?
Budget Brewing Company. Budget.
That
Brewing?
sounds right up your
Something like
alley.
that,
Perfect. It was a budget in.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, and it was cool, man. Those people next door were cool. That place was like an actual like pub, so that place stayed
They had
open
food
late.
and stuff.
And yeah, but anyway, there was an apartment complex behind us. So those people, their bedrooms were like right connected where our balcony was, or our patio. So everybody was out there like in the middle of the night, you know, smoking cigarettes, smoking cigars, drinking like
Marijuanas?
marijuanas. Anytime we got back from like, you know, bars and stuff, it'd be 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Everyone's
like,
still
and
super
everyone's
drunk.
and our house, I mean, was stocked with alcohol. So like we'd go out and then come back, we'd be like,
Continue
oh
drinking.
fuck, there's still booze here, and then just keep drinking, you know. So, and but like, you know, it got to a point where like we're like, Greg, shut the fuck up. Like there's people back. Oh, I don't care about fuck, fuck 'em. It's fucking Friday. And it was like, dude. Like at least like it's cool that we're up and part like and hanging out, but like keep it down,
Just
you know.
be
Just
cool.
just be flack. It's like I'm a dog. Yeah,
You guys are so drunk.
and he always does it. It was fucking, and so like then he kept getting sensitive because I kept telling him to be quiet, and then he's like,
Why
"Oh,
you gotta do
getting
that,
louder.
bro?
fucking tired of everyone. I was always just fucking talking, blah 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 blah." I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to get mad at you, dude. Like, I'm just saying, like, I still have to be rated on this and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if the neighbors don't like me, like, I have to travel this way. So if they don't like me, then I can't fucking do this
That's
anymore.
my permanent record.
Yeah.
Wow, it actually, I didn't even think about that. It does. It goes on your
It does,
Airbnb
yeah.
record.
So
it
if I get a
does.
bad rating, like, no one's gonna fucking want me to
Yeah,
use their
fuck
place
this
anymore.
guy.
Luckily, we got a good rating, but let me finish the story.
All right.
We gotta suck someone's dick.
I was
so,
like, so
like-
I shaved my beard because there was cum just all dried up in there.
So first of all, Greg
It was
didn't
like
even
a-
have an ID.
What
So
the fuck? So how did he do anything?
So I guess we talked to the place next door. I guess Rigo and Julian went and talked to them, and they told them, they explained the situation. We're here for a bachelor party. This guy, he has an expired driver's license or ID or whatever, and he said, "Oh, it's cool. Yeah, you guys are cool. You guys can hang out here at any time, but like we're not sure how it's gonna work anywhere else."
right.
And so like they were really chill about
That's
us.
cool.
Yeah. So
Shout out to Budget Brewing.
yeah,
Boom.
yeah, and
Next thing we know, they are shut down.
and let's see. So I don't know if I told you guys about how I was complaining about going fishing because why
would you
Fishing's badass,
Why would
bro.
you complain about that?
because it was in the ocean at 6
That's even
a.m.
more badass.
6 o'clock in the fucking morning on Saturday.
That's the best time to fish.
Yeah,
No.
especially when you're drunk or hungover.
Hungover. I did not sleep.
Yeah, after a night of drinking, that's probably a terrible
I
idea.
mean, and amongst other things, you know what I mean. So like,
Yeah.
everybody's like,
that's that was your problem number one.
I said we should go in the afternoon, and everybody's like, "Fuck that." Well, actually, not everybody. There's just like one person that was like, "No, we can't go in the afternoon. It's either the morning or nothing." So I'm like, oh, okay, fine. And like,
So you killed that person.
so yeah, I mean, we were
not with
we
us
were
no
up
more.
until like 4, and we had to leave at
like
5.
5.
So so it was like it got to that point, you know, and Greg's up blasting music and screaming and hollering, and like,
I'm a duck. I'm flying.
and so I find.
That's just his anthem. My name is Greg, and I'm a duck.
Oh god.
and we're hanging out, whatever, man. Everybody else is trying to sleep, and I'm just up because I'm like, I'm up. so like I didn't really sleep. I lied down. I slept for maybe like 30 minutes or an hour, and yeah, then I was up at 5 because nobody else was up, so I started like knocking on doors, like, "Hey, are we doing this or what? Are we all gonna sleep in? Because we all spent a lot of fucking money for these stupid ass tickets." Yeah. So,
let me try this beer. What is this again, Ricky? This is what's it
The
called?
Rue Nation with berries.
All right, keep going.
Strawberries, blackberries, duckies.
He's a duck. So we get, so we all pile in the car. We fucking go. Lucky, and this kind of worked out too because my cousin Sean came. My cousin Sean, he's a recovering alcoholic. So like, or not even recovered. I guess recovered alcoholic. You know, he's cool. Like that's the thing is like he's so chill with like everybody like doing paraphernalia and like drinking. Like he's just like that's cool. Like because he still stays up late. Hangs out and like he just loves to hang, you know, because he knows that he can't hang with normal people, like because he's so punk rock and like kind of he loves the chaos. Yeah, he still loves all that stuff. But he just can't drink. He knows he can't drink.
He's like a professor of chaos.
So he, oh my god, that's so good,
right?
So he just loves to just.
Some? There's a shit ton of this. I need that.
Sure, I'll take.
I'll help.
You
Yeah,
want a cup?
But I still have this Pim's cup thing right here.
Yeah, so he'll hang out.
Just keep it in the can for now for me, but yeah, go for it.
But he hangs out with drunk people because he knows that like normal people suck. That's basically why. Yeah, so like anyway, so he ended up being a fucking savior because he was he drove us everywhere.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and Rico, my brother's friend, had he had a big Suburban.
Oh, okay, so that's how you guys traveled around.
So yeah, but we didn't all come together because all their stuff was in the back seat because it doesn't. Those big ones with the extra row never have like a trunk.
Right.
So he had to put the back seats down to bring all their shit. So we drove separately, but then brought them up. So we drove around all weekend long in his truck.
Nice.
So we go fishing, man. We get to the fucking place, and Greg didn't sleep. He's wasted, and he's just talking a bunch of shit, and like we're in line.
Trying to be a duck.
And we're in line, and he's just talking and talking, and like he's already annoying people in line.
Yeah.
And then we have to be on a boat with him, and
open water.
And Rico's just annoyed with him like the whole time, and then
Rico swag.
so he's just trying to avoid him, and I'm like, dude, this is your guy's friend, man. So he ends up hanging out like me, Steve, and Matt, you know, and I'm just like, I don't want to be a part of this right now.
Yeah.
And we're on the we're on the boat. We get on the boat. And
how's it possible to even avoid him on a boat?
It's not.
How big is this boat?
It's not.
He just keeps circling the boat.
Dude, he was like,
oh god, like it's just boom.
It was like a hurricane on that boat. Like he was just like tornadoing through everywhere.
He's just like, oh my duck.
Spinning his
I wish it was like that, dude.
It was even worse than that.
Then he found out that we have a bar tab.
Oh god.
Oh fuck.
In the galley. So like I went in, I got a beer in the galley, and
how's everyone reacting to being in the water after a full night?
We're
of drinking?
fine. We're fine. We're a little miserable. That at this point, right? Okay, I'm like, I need a beer because I'm coming down.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
hungover.
Yeah,
like,
not a good idea.
Yeah, so I'm like, I need a fucking beer. So I go into the galley and I get a beer, and no one else wants to drink. So
Understandable.
I'm just like, whatever. So I sit there and I drink my beer, and then Greg, where the fuck did you get that?
And then I've caught it.
Yeah. I made this beer.
And then so we got the beer. So we're like,
came out of nowhere, bro.
So then we have to drive. So on the boat, they take us on the boat to. We're still like in the harbor. They take us to a spot where they pick up all the mackerel for bait.
Oh, okay.
So I throw all the bait in, and that's where we have to stop. And then so I grab another beer while we're there. And then so we're on the boat, and then we start going out to the ocean, and it gets choppy as fuck. And then they stop at one spot, and like everybody's looking at each other like,
oh god,
like it's everyone. So they
and like is it like ship like really like rocking around?
Oh yeah, and then like
oh man,
almost like
that's rough.
Instantly Matt starts barfing. He just steps on. So they stopped. No, actually, they stopped. They like at the edge of the harbor, like before we go out into the ocean. So let me pack up a little bit. So we stopped, and then so the guy gives his speech, talks about they have octopus or they have squid and mackerel to use as bait if we catch the sculpin.
Oh,
Then
beer?
nice.
the fish.
Yeah, that's how Ryan got the beer.
He got his
got
open.
But they
He's like,
said
how'd you get that scope in?
they said if you catch one,
Got it, bro.
if you catch one, hang it over the edge and don't bring it on the deck because they're extremely poisonous.
Oh
Sculpin?
shit! Really?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Crazy.
Like with
They have pins in their. They have pins with
That's right. They're pokey.
with venom in them. Yeah.
They're
So
pokey.
the Pokemon, spooky fish.
so that was that. They had to tell us that, and a couple other things. Don't cast out where the boat's moving until the captain says, things that Greg was not doing.
It's like I'm the captain.
And then if you have to throw up, do not throw up on the deck. Do not go to the bathroom. That makes it worse. Don't sit in the galley. Stay outside.
Oh, God.
And just throw up over the edge.
Yeah.
They were like, it happens. It's not a big deal. Like there's no need to be embarrassed. Just throw up off the edge of the boat.
Yeah.
And
It
so,
attracts more fishies
right.
Yeah.
So,
And Jaws.
and Jaws.
and like right after he said that, like I said, it's just like almost instantly just Matthew, like off the edge of the boat.
He was waiting.
He wanted that approval.
Oh, this is
Oh,
okay.
everyone's okay. Okay.
This is okay.
If we're cool, I'm cool.
It was like no, it wasn't that. It wasn't that quick. It was when we all cast out. We finally all cast out. Get our rods together. And we all cast out. And then like no, dude, it was like this. We're all standing at the edge of the boat. We're all holding our poles. And then like he goes, hold this. And then so like just picture like a row of fishermen, and then his head just like. Everybody's standing in a row fishing, and then his head goes off the side of the boat, and like the guy, and he's like, there's like a stranger next to him, and he just keeps going, and he's like, like he's trying not to throw up, watching Matt just, and it was just like nonstop, dude. And I'm telling you, it was like for a good like 20 minutes. He just like yes.
Way.
So he was like, so he would stop.
God.
And then I think I caught a fish while he was throwing up too. So like,
Puked on your fish.
Oh, it's a good fish, bro.
and like, yeah, it was so. It was funny now, man. But I felt so bad for him because he was just green.
Was he the only
like-
one?
No, he was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, he was
everybody.
He was the first one, but he got it the worst. I think he got it the worst because he was fucking green and sweaty and like.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh my God, dude, go lie down somewhere. He's like where the fuck am I gonna lie down? This boat is moving.
Don't they have like beds or something?
No, they said that if you go inside, like it makes it worse.
it worse,
So,
yeah.
so you got to stay outside. So he found some stairs that he like held onto a rail. And some stairs, and he
poor
was
guy.
he had his arm looped around the railing and was just like that like the whole time. And we were out there for 6 fucking hours,
Oh
dude.
my God. And that was so.
And the whole time he was just
The whole
sitting there
time.
or standing up to
Oh.
barf.
my God, that's terrible.
Awesome. Sounds like the best bachelor
And then he
party
stood,
ever.
he stood up, and I was
Poor
like, "Hey,
guy.
where are the where are Dad's poles at?" He's like, "They're." And he's all. They're right over. And I was like, that's how bad it was. Like he couldn't even talk. He's
Oh
like,
my God, man. Oh, poor guy.
yeah, it was
That's
really bad. But then
hilarious.
so next was I think Rico. Next was Rico, and he was just we all
you
just
out.
kept kept giving each other that look like
Took you out one by one.
like what the fuck
Who's
did
gonna
we
be
do?
next?
Like what did we do? Like
Whose idea was this?
and we're all looking
By
at
the way, did you say whose idea this was?
Okay, so
it was
Greg's?
Greg and Rico's
Oh.
idea. It was Greg's
Fucking
idea.
Greg.
It was Greg's idea, which I thought was a great idea because he was like, me and Julian did this one time with Dave, my stepdad, my dad, when he was, when they were kids, when they were like teenagers.
Oh, okay.
And they never got to do it again, but they had so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
cool.
so he said they always talked about it, but they never did it.
right.
And so Rico thought it'd be good, Rico fishes and they go
Very
fishing.
heartfelt.
They go fishing a lot. Yeah. So I was like, okay, yeah. So that's why I was like, it was supposed to be a surprise, but I spilled the beans because I wanted Julian to complain about the fact that we had to get up so fucking early on and so I was like, we're going fishing Saturday morning, dude. Like, he wanted to go fishing Friday, and I was like, fuck that, we're going fishing Saturday. He's like, oh, we are? I'm like, yeah, we're going on a boat and everything. He's like, oh, sweet. I was like, but we got to be up at like 5. He's like, I don't care. I'm already fucking up at 5. I don't care.
Dang. All right.
Bold words.
Yeah. But he was the one that stayed positive the whole time, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
He was like, this is awesome. This is fucking cool. Well,
That's what, well, that,
I mean,
still
puked. And he threw up. Yeah. And then he
Yeah.
puked. He puked. He's like, oh, I think I got it out of my system.
technically that's like the number one thing. Like no matter what, I don't care how many people don't have fun. If the groom does,
yeah. He was.
then that's what matters.
Yeah.
For sure.
So like he ended
That's
up.
cool.
He just was like, he's like, oh, this was awesome. Like I'd love to do it again when we don't fucking stay up all night. And I'm like, nope. I'm like, count me the fuck out. I'm never doing this shit ever again in my life.
I'd love to do that.
Oh, I
That'd be
hated
awesome.
every second. Like seriously.
But I mean, if you don't
Well,
do it when you're,
That's the
been
thing. Like
drinking all night,
go fishing when you don't
Have
plan to.
sufficient
Yeah.
sleep.
Even then, I'm just like thinking about it. Like it's cool for like an hour, and then
No, they have beer, dude. You just get drunk. Fucking, it's a reason to start drinking at 6 a.m.
Well,
I
no,
guess.
you know what I did? Okay, so I don't.
okay, maybe if I went with like you guys,
Yeah. But, no,
What does that
listen-
mean?
it's just really group. I mean, like Steve kept catching shit too.
Oh, nice.
God damn it,
Yeah.
Steve.
How was the actual like fishing spot?
It wasn't that good.
Did you catch anything?
okay.
I mean, I think I caught 2 fish. I was so out of it. Like, I think I caught 2.
Just one beer and one fish.
He actually like dived in. And he dove into
wait,
the water.
hold on. So I
caught
didn't
a
even
fish.
get. I didn't even get to this part. So at this point, Greg kind of he's a little tame because we're fishing, right?
Yeah.
And,
Chilling.
And then he's like, I want another beer, and then he keeps going in, and we have a tab. And it's like a ticket with a number, and
Yeah.
the number is, it's actually like 64 to like 6 or 62 to 67, which is 4 numbers, right?
Yeah.
So that's 4 of us who all bought those tickets. So that tab is for all 4 of us.
Yeah.
So he just goes in and they charge you at the end of the day to pay your tab. So so he just keeps going in and picking up beer. He's like, I'll buy a beer. I'll buy a beer. I'll
God.
buy a beer. I'll buy you a beer. I'll buy you a beer.
But I'm
He's
using
like,
your
hold
tab.
up. Wait, you have to pay
But
for
I'm
them?
using your tab.
Yeah. So the tab ends up being like almost $80.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, they're like $6 a beer.
Right.
And then he starts to argue with Rico that it was like, he's like, I only had 4.
Why'd you let me do that?
I'm like, which is possibly true, but he told me he was gonna buy me. He handed me like 3 and said that he was gonna pay for them, and then I think he handed Julian one and said he was gonna pay for that one. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, you only had 4, but you ran up the tab.
Never tell someone like that
That's
you
not
have
a
a
good
tab.
idea. That was a bad idea.
Yeah, so I think he ended up paying for most of it though. I think he still gave like $50,
Oh, that's good.
All right.
but he was like argumentative about it, like.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Julian had a good time. And Steve was just like miserable. He's like,
I keep catching all these fish.
but I was like, you keep catching fish though. Like, he's like, I'm just doing this shit to keep my mind off of like the fact that I'm dying right now.
Off the fact that I'm dead. I'm dead right now.
I died last night.
I didn't even know
ghost.
what.
He's all just fucked up.
Only you can see me, right?
You're the boy from the Sixth Sense.
You see
You have
dead
that
people.
Sixth Sense.
These are dead fish.
Yeah, there's a dead. He only catches dead fish. I'm
Well,
only
but-
catching dead shit. That's
But then, okay, so that, and they have
why I
a-
catch so many, because they die all the time.
This shit's a dead
this
fish.
was the cool thing was they had this was the best part about the boat trip was Rico caught a fucking like 8-pounder,
Oh shit!
Uh,
what kind of fish? Scoping.
yellowtail.
Oh.
Yeah,
Sushi.
yellowtail. So they filleted it for him, and then everyone,
Nice.
all the ones that Steve and I caught, they chopped up and they threw it all in a bag, and then Rico ended up buying it. We made some bomb ass ceviche with it.
There you go.
Nice,
Yeah.
dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was dope. But man, that ride was just awful.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I didn't get to the best part. So we're on our way back. We're finally coming back. I didn't throw up. Rico threw up. Julian threw up after he ate a burger. I wanted to hold the burger down to sober me up. It's kind of like just like whatever was going on in there.
Yeah.
So I probably could have thrown up, but I was really holding it down. and on the way back, it almost came up, but I
I would
tucked
have
it
felt
out.
better, man. Every time you threw up, you feel amazing.
I know, but I was fine. Like I wasn't that sick, believe it or
Okay.
not. Yeah. So
That's good.
Um,
Nice. Did everybody else, like everybody in the party, throw up besides you and what was it, Rico?
it was Matt, Rico, and Julian.
Oh, those are only 3.
Yeah, those are the only 3.
Oh,
But
okay.
everybody else was just like
Miserable.
like it was gonna happen any second for everybody else, except for my cousin Sean because he's sober and
Right.
just could handle that, I guess. but he
Got no fish though.
He did catch. I think he caught a couple, but Julian was the only one who didn't catch anything.
Oh, the fuck.
Greg screamed at a guy, called him a piece of shit because their lines got tangled when he was the one crossing everybody's lines. And you piece of shit. You fucking piece of shit. I'm a duck. And he's yelling at some weird, like some random Asian guy or like poor fucking guy. He like doesn't even speak English. He's like, what the fuck?
The guy just standing there.
And the guys that work on the boat were just so fucking fed up with like what he was doing. I mean, it was too much, you know.
Man.
So then we're on our way back, and then they stop for a second because they got to wait for some boats to move for them to dock, right?
Yeah.
So they stop and we're waiting.
Throw Greg off.
And we're waiting, and he starts casting out while we're waiting. And you know we're not supposed to do that. And then. And they're filleting. So while they're filleting, they're throwing all the extra pieces and bones and everything into the water. So all the seagulls are coming and grabbing the scraps.
Right.
So guess who decides to catch a bird? And guess who succeeds to catch a bird?
God.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he caught a fucking bird, dude.
Oh my god.
And started reeling it in.
Wait, you got to remember this fucking thing? Why? Why did he just cut the line?
Well, because he caught it.
I want to eat
He
this.
caught it, and you can see like he cast it out into the sky, and the bird bit his fucking because it was a worm. So, and he changed the lure on purpose to catch a bird.
Okay.
So
He's actually really good, apparently. He caught a
Didn't
bird.
catch a fish, caught a bird straight up.
yeah,
First
so,
try.
It's called the fish of the sky.
so he throws
the
it.
fish of the sky.
So he casts it into the sky, and the bird
Oh
fucking
my
and the
God.
bird gets it and falls right into the ocean. And he's like, I fucking caught him. I fucking caught him. He's like, you see that shit? You see? I caught a fucking bird. And then like, and then you know, all the crew guys are just like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? And so the guy walks up. He's like, oh, good job. You caught a fucking bird. And he's like, reel it in because they want to take the hook out. Yeah. He goes, reel it in. He's like, reel it in. And he's like, oh, what do you? And it's drowning. It's just fucking drowning because it's getting caught and tangled in his wire.
Yeah.
And then so he's like reels it, and it's like fighting. And then he's like, don't let it go. And he lets it go, and it just takes all of his line, and then it drowns. And there's like a kid standing there. There's kids on the boat, and the face, the look of disappointment. This one guy who was there on this trip with his son, like looked at him and us, and then grabbed his son and walked to the other side of the boat. Was just like, I'll never feel that kind of disappointment, not even from like anybody. You know, it's just. It was just
pure
like
dad
what,
disappointment.
like what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Bachelor party, sir.
Oh man.
No.
Yeah.
Damn.
So like as if his behavior on the like wasn't enough, but then he's gonna
then
catch
he-
a fucking
then he caught a
bird on the
bird.
way home.
Then he caught a bird.
Oh my god.
He got it.
Anyway, this is the long version, I guess. I haven't really fucking told that story yet, so
That was a good story, man.
yeah. I mean, ocean fishing is fucking brutal, by the way. I don't know.
If you're not used to being on a boat, it can be a little rough on you.
oh, it was rough. It was real rough.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's 100% more if you've been drinking all night. with no
I
sleep.
see. That's the thing I was okay. I mean, like I had.
That's not normal. I don't know how you did that. I can even if you just go and you don't drink and you have a full night's like worth of sleep, it still can be pretty rough.
It's still rough. I know. I was okay.
can't
I know.
even
I wasn't.
imagine,
I wasn't like okay. Like
that's
I was
intense,
fucked.
dude.
But I mean,
Yeah.
for like the situation, I was all right. You
Right?
know, like,
Yeah. It sounds terrible though.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't recommend it. Anyway, we got back. We came back. We all slept, and then we all went out and left. Greg passed out in the Airbnb. We
Good,
left
good,
him there.
good idea.
Left him there. Then came back Saturday night. Right. And then we come back after we all went out partying.
All
and
the
we
furniture
come,
was gone.
We know we come back and he's well rested. You bunch of fucking pussies! And he wants to rage at 2:00 in the morning again. And so,
Yeah, of course. Why not?
so my cousin Sean,
duck mode.
and we're having these, like, I'm a duck. And like when you're drinking with the homies and like it's the last night. And my brother's getting married, so we're all sitting around. We're all having moments. We're
Yeah.
talking, we're telling stories. We're
Yeah.
telling, And then Greg, fuck that, fucking pussy, fucking pussy. And so like,
Wait,
he
why
kept-
is Greg possessed?
That's how he talks.
Fuck your mother. Your mother's down here sucking dick in hell. I'm a dog.
So he kept interrupting stories and like just like so. Then so my
Jesus.
cousin Sean takes it upon himself to keep feeding him liquor.
This is a good idea.
Yeah, so we're like,
Okay.
what the fuck are you doing? He's like, trust me. like a fucking dude. I'm telling you, like a fucking maverick. It was amazing. He was just like, trust me.
shit.
He's like, trust me. And then he just kept pouring him booze. And then he kept getting louder and louder and louder, and was just like, "What the fuck, dude?" And he kept pouring. We're like, "Stop! What are you doing? What are you doing?" and he like makes him drink. He's like, "Quit being a bitch. Keep drinking that shit. Quit being a fucking bitch."
Just trying to
And
get him passed
so he
out.
got him so fucked up that he passed out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And,
I was
like,
like,
and he passed out in like 15 minutes after while he was doing that.
oh, that's how that works?
Good idea.
yeah.
You
And
just
then
do that? I didn't
After
even
that,
know.
like we all kind of hung out, and talked,
It had a
some
great
more. Yeah.
night.
Best night of the whole trip.
But the next morning, we found him on the floor
He pissed his
in
pants.
a puddle of piss.
Nice.
That he actually slugged from. Okay, he passed out on the couch. He passed out on the couch and then fell on the floor, which we all heard at 7 a.m. And
What is that? I don't know.
I heard, dude,
All right, fuck it.
7 o'clock in the morning, I heard.
He's like, I'm a dog.
At 7 in the morning, we hear. And then Rico comes out like, oh, he's like, swings the door. He's like, what the fuck was that? And he's like, oh shit, he fell. All right.
All right, good night, everyone.
Then he pissed himself.
This is our conclusion because the crime scene was a puddle of piss on the couch and then a puddle of piss on the floor. So we figure he pissed himself once, then got up because he was in piss, and then fell over, and then pissed himself again on the floor.
Makes sense.
So he's covered in piss and wrapped in the blanket. And this is my Airbnb too. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
I
right.
rip the cushions off. I throw them outside. I just Febreze them because I'm like and like Sean's like throw that shit in the washer. I'm like I'm not gonna fuck. There's a giant sponge of piss. Like I'm not gonna throw this in. I'm like I just want to make it look like no one pissed on the fucking thing. So
Just gonna flip it.
I tried doing that, but there's Velcro on the other side. And he was in there sitting in it for so long, and it was so much piss. It was just a sponge of piss. God. So I picked it up, and it started dripping. I was like, ew.
Oh God, Jesus.
Yeah, it was terrible. And then we get him up. I was like, somebody get him up so we can at least try and clean the floor up. Well, I need to wash that blanket. Luckily the guy had a fucking washer and dryer.
Nice.
So I was gonna wash the blanket. I was like, get him up. And I was like, and he didn't bring any fucking clothes.
What?
So he had
How long is this
clothes?
He had no, there's 3 days, so he didn't have any fucking
Jesus.
clothes.
I bring 4 pairs of clothes.
I mean, they had a wash every night that he just.
This is how I
doubt it.
He's the
but-
gnarliest fucking person I've ever met in my. I will never meet anybody as gnarly as this because this is what happened. So he wanted to stay in his piss clothes all day because he refused to believe that he pissed himself.
Piss pants.
He thought we were all lying to him.
That didn't happen.
We got him up. We got him up, and he thought we were all lying to him.
What?
He's all, I didn't piss myself. You guys fucking threw water on me. We're like, dude, you pissed. It smelled like piss, and you opened that door, and it was piss. You smelled it.
Did he not himself not smell like piss?
Oh, he definitely smelled like piss.
So how did he not?
And so
notice?
Rico's like, dude, if you don't get in the fucking shower, like, I'm not taking you home.
Okay.
And like, and he's like, fuck you, I didn't fuck. And I was like, dude, I need your clothes. I'm gonna wash them. He's like, what the fuck, you faggot? Why are you gonna fucking take my clothes off? I mean, clearly he's still drunk, right? So
yeah.
so then he finally goes into the bathroom. Which I think Julian gave him some shorts. He goes into the bathroom. He's taking a shit, and I go in while he's taking a shit, and I grab all his clothes. Hey, what are you doing? And I washed him. But
Deal with it.
But he still pissed himself, took a shit, and didn't take a shower.
Oh my God.
And wore his same piss underwear.
Wow. That is
And I washed his
pretty
clothes.
gross.
What the fuck? He still wore his piss underwear. And fucking...
What the actual fuck,
No,
dude?
God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
How do you... I don't even understand how you do that, though.
It's gnarly.
How do you even...
He's just he's an animal. I don't know. He lives
He's the Gurg.
he lives that life, man.
He's the Gurg.
He lives to give us these stories.
That's his life.
How does he not smell it? Is what I'm saying. Like, I smell when, like, I'll be on, like, I there's days where I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to put deodorant on. I'll smell that in like 2 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit. Like, usually I'll try and find some deodorant or whatever. But he didn't smell piss
I know.
over his entire body.
Especially like pure
And
like
all of his
beer,
clothes.
like
drinking
all night, alcohol.
Yeah, it,
like
it was
just
smelly
disgusting.
piss. It was smelly piss. That
Yeah.
room smelled. Yeah.
So what? How did your fucking Airbnb guy?
Give us a good
It's like
review.
5 stars.
Give
These
us a
guys are
good
amazing.
review. You gave me a good
Surprisingly,
review.
didn't piss anyway.
Because we cleaned the fuck
what
out of
the
that house
fuck?
the next day because I was pissed.
Okay.
Because then the next day, like, you know, I was pissed off and like,
He was pissed.
and then like they were, I was like, and I got up and I was like, somebody better get, and then they started, dude, that was the thing was like Sean, Rico, Greg, and Julian like kept bickering like fucking like a married couple the whole time about stupid shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't give a fuck who did what. Somebody needs to get this goddamn dude up so I can clean it up. Like,
Yeah.
get him out of those fucking clothes and wash him. I'm like, I don't give a fuck who it is. Just somebody help me. Like,
Yeah.
he pissed himself here. So, and I was like, he's your friend. So do something about it. Like,
strip this fucking duck.
do something.
Strip this duck, and we're gonna go do it right now.
Like, well, you got him drunk. Well, you brought him. Well, I was like, dude, I don't fucking care. Somebody get him up.
Oh my god.
So I can fucking clean him. Like, clean the fucking piss off the floor.
Right.
So it's like,
Finally
you-
happened.
Yeah. So then, so they got him up, and then everybody started cleaning.
Okay.
So
There you
I
go.
mean, the place was pretty fucking clean by the time we left.
All right.
Except the fucking I left the couch cushion to dry. I mean, luckily we were up early enough. We were up at like 8, so 8 or 9,
Okay.
and so I put the cushion out,
Yeah.
and then he got up, passed out again. So
Jeez.
once he passed out again, then we left again and hit some breweries
There you go.
and let the piss cushion dry and then put it back. But they were like, it smelled before. I was like, I know the couch smelled before. That's what the blanket was on it, obviously.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not the
okay.
first time.
It's
it's
not
been
the first
pissed
time
on.
something bad has happened to that couch.
That's probably why they're like, well, they actually like he knows. He's like, oh fuck, it smells like piss. Well, it's better than all the other tenants we've had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's give him a 5-star rating.
Yeah. It's not shit. So we're
Yeah.
good.
But
Yeah.
I mean, Julian had a great time though. So I mean,
That's what matters.
That's all that matters.
So
in the
All that
end.
matters.
it wasn't a bad trip. It was just could have been better. I think. Maybe not. No, I don't know. I wouldn't take anything back.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good
Who's
story.
like, hey, how was your bachelor party? Oh, it was right. We went to Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh
came
yeah,
back, you know.
his is
Yeah,
like
exactly.
There's no
there's no
good-
pissed himself. We were on a fucking
We all
boat.
puked our
He
brains
caught
out.
he caught a bird.
There's no good bachelor
in the
party. And
bird.
it's like, oh, well, everything went to plan.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Everything was fine. We went.
Yeah.
We went to Vegas. We gambled. No one had sex with anyone.
We all we all won money.
We all won money.
We all won money and came back really rich.
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
rich. Boom. That's the end. No,
The
that's
end.
not a bachelor party story.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't happen.
All right. Well, that's it, man. That's what's been going on with me. I did the Ice House on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's
Fucking
that, man?
sold out show, man. It was
Sold out.
wicked.
Hell yeah, dude.
It was dope, dude. Like one of the best sets I've ever had. And I hadn't been on stage in like a week, so I was like nervous.
Nice.
I was actually pretty mad at
And
first.
for just so you guys know, the viewers and the listeners, this is the first time we've all seen each other in like weeks.
I know. So how you
Sorry,
guys
last
been?
week, dog.
I mean, we got so many stories, but shit, I miss you guys.
Yeah, I miss you too. We started early for this very reason. Like,
Well,
literally.
yeah, but I do have to get out of here at least I don't know,
Right
a couple
now.
hours before the show because I gotta shower.
you have 2 hours. You're good. We're not gonna take 2 hours, but I'm just saying.
So let's wrap it in an hour.
Right now.
How many hours are we recording? Like, what's the time at right now?
It's probably an hour.
We
Ryan
are
was
at
talking for
44 minutes.
Yeah.
Ryan was talking for 40 minutes. All right.
Sorry, dudes. I had a lot to
It was a good
say.
story.
It's all right.
It was a good story.
It's all right, dude.
don't regret that.
I've been working mostly, but also getting jobs and chilling, and it's kind of it. I've kind of thrown myself into my work. I guess I've never actually said this, but my girlfriend and I broke up, and so I've just been like,
Oh,
this
spoilers.
weird, just been in this weird area lately.
He's
But
single Garrett, guys.
Single Garrett,
Jump
so-
on it.
Fucking everybody, watch out!
Garrett Lee at humcast.com.
Steal your
Things are going
girl.
crazy.
Send a dick pics.
Steal your
Please
girl.
don't send dick. I don't want dick pics, please. No.
Go straight to his account.
Send your
I
dick
made sure I connected it. He gets it.
I just wake up and I just, why are all these things going to straight
On every
to
device. Laptop, computer.
my
Microwave.
my microwave? Yeah. I didn't
It's just a digital dick.
it just says it's like scrolling dick into. Oh god.
Oh, man.
No, yeah. So I don't know. My life's been kind of like weird and crazy, but I've literally been working about 5 to 6 days a week. If not at my primary survival job, then gigs and other things I've been picking up. I have a cool new voiceover gig I can't talk about yet. I'm still doing stuff. I posted on Instagram that we're doing the beer. We're making our own beer.
The beer.
We're making our own beer, but I'm also doing some cool beer videos of that.
Yep.
beer.
The beers.
Today just dropped a brand new episode of What's Good with Garrett Lee. Just basically just doing all that type of shit. And
Live feed go out.
No, it's just a little blurry.
oh, okay.
Blur.
And yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing. I've been just doing all that shit and trying to keep my mind straight. You know, all that
Straight
stuff.
up.
Straight up. Miss you guys
Bird
though.
up.
I miss you guys. Like I'm like sitting at home like I wish I was with my friends right now, and then my friends are like, oh fuck you. No,
busy,
they're like they're
dog.
busy. You guys are busy. I get it.
It's getting harder, man. It's getting. I mean, especially.
Ryan lives in the other
I
side of
live,
the
in,
earth.
I live in East LA.
Dude.
He lives in
and
Middle Earth.
It's so fucking hard to see you guys.
Yeah,
So
it is.
hard.
it
And
is.
like no, I'm it
It's
is.
about to get real right now.
Yes.
Yeah. I work in the middle of the day, and I can't see you in the mornings. I can't see you in the week.
And you work
the
weekends
evenings,
now, too,
and I
so
work
it's
Yeah,
on
I know,
weekends.
that's the problem. Me and Ryan
Yeah.
have weekends off, but you don't.
I don't. Yeah.
Well, even on weekends, I'm always doing sets too, which is actually kind of nice. Like, because then I'm not so tired for work.
Yeah,
Like
that's
these
good.
last couple weeks, it's been like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like shows.
Nice.
Sorry, I love the comment I just saw right now. On
Peeking
the,
through
the
the
live.
neighbors.
No, on the live stream, it says, "Someone single? I did feel a disturbance in the force." Nice. Yeah. Fucking, we're busy. We're busy people.
Happens, dog.
Yeah,
We're all
dude.
getting older.
I mean, on the upside, it's a good thing because that means Garrett's doing gigs and I'm doing gigs and
Yeah.
Everybody likes money.
Yeah. No, that's true. Like, it's just I don't have much time to spend it. I guess I don't know, but
Good thing,
whatever.
man. Save up.
Well, I'm saving up right now.
Hey, I
Buy a
finally
weapon.
got a hat. I finally went. Dude, I went.
Ryan finally got a hat.
Let's go back to that sentence.
He's been saving up his entire life.
I've been wanting this hat
been
for
making so much
fucking
money.
long, dude.
We're
I've been-
working.
Look at this for the it's the Dodgers D hat.
Oh, is that what that is?
Showing
I was
it
like,
off.
that's pretty cool.
I've been
D
wanting
for
that.
dicks.
I've been wanting that hat for literally like 2 years, and I've been so fucking broke. Like I couldn't buy one, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go." I had to go buy shit. I got my check for the commercial,
Nice.
and then I had to buy like $150 worth of clothes for the wedding. And I was like, "Fuck that, I'm gonna buy myself shit here while I'm here at the mall." So like, I ended up buying myself some T-shirts and a couple hats. It
There you go.
felt good.
Boom.
Yeah, man.
When's the last time you bought yourself clothes, dude? I haven't bought myself clothes in like seriously like 3 years.
Dude, actually, you know what? No lie, this is the last thing I bought for myself, clothes wise. This is when I went to Seattle, like fucking forever ago.
Yeah. I haven't bought
Yeah,
clothes,
totes.
dude. Well, you have a new fucking shirt, fresh new tee, and fresh new
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
hoodie
I
every
don't,
week.
I don't buy clothes. for
Sorry, I
myself
have a
that much.
career.
Well, so do I. Sort of.
What
does that even mean?
I've been working for a long
What the
time.
fuck does that mean?
No, I've just been working for a long time. I don't know. I'm not saying anything. I didn't say
What does it
anything.
mean, Ricky?
Sorry.
What does
I
that mean?
Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, I have a job.
I have a job too. I don't know
We all
why. I
have
don't know why
jobs.
that was a
Yeah,
sentence.
It's not.
We
It's
just-
not anything. I don't know why you're making it a big. I don't know. You brought it up. I didn't say anything.
Give me a beer, bitch.
Oh wait, no. Aren't we supposed to help him with the that thing, Ruination? Or you're gonna finish it?
It's already gone.
Oh damn! All right,
Thank you.
Ricky C's finishing it up then. All right.
All right, that's it. Fuck it.
Stories.
That's
Stories.
that's the whole podcast right there.
podcast.
That's it.
Podcast.
That's it.
That is it.
Stories.
All right. Sweet.
Welcome.
So what's up, everybody? This is Ricky C. Through Microsoft, Nintendo, and PlayStation, there's actually a really big expo going on right now for video games. It's called E3, announcing a new hardware system. What's up, Ricky?
Goodbye.
All right.
Yay.
So I have. It's not really a story. It's more of an update, I guess.
Update.
I've been talking about the Equifax hack and how it's been pretty much a terrible thing since it's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
I did sign up for the affection list thing.
Yeah, that's good. That's one good thing to do.
To make
but
sure that we're
it's-
not equifucked.
Either way, we're still equifucked no matter what we do because it's been.
Oh, good. Awesome. I'm glad.
Yeah, so just in case you didn't know, this was a Equifax is we've been talking about it for a while now. It's been in the mainstream a little bit, but Equifax is one of the big main three firms that basically monitors all of your credit history. If you don't know what your credit history is, that's anything from getting a loan out for your car or getting something like an apartment, a credit card, anything that has to do pretty much that also ties into your Social Security. Anywhere you've lived any time of your life and you've had credit at all. Basically anything anybody can possibly need to steal your identity at any time they want. And what that means is they can possibly, I don't know, do something like do your taxes early and claim your and claim all your tax money. And
that part's bad.
And using your health insurance, going to the hospital and saying that they're you, opening any sort of credit, buying anything on credit. A lot of things that can really fuck up your credit and possibly your life. And it's a really big deal. And it's only getting worse because there's a news story that literally just broke yesterday. And turns out that there's 2.5 million more people than they thought that were affected. Bringing it up to a total of 145.5 million people affected.
That's like the whole country.
Yep. 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 Yes, it is, Ryan. Very, very close. So they did hire Equifax had to hire a company they brought in. They did a whole cybersecurity sweep, and they basically just finished it up. This was, let's see, it says there's a company called Mandiant. It's a cybersecurity forensic firm. They were hired by Equifax to investigate the hack, and it just completed its analysis of the incident and concluded that more information that had been taken. It says, so even though this means that the more U.S. So here, the lighter thing was that if you happen to be Canadian, at first it says that it was claimed that 100,000 Canadians' information had been stolen, but now that was downgraded to just 8,000. But then they released that it was 2.5 million more U.S. Residents that also got affected by this. So if you weren't afraid of this before, now is the time to get even more afraid because even
be afraid, people. Be very afraid.
My whole thing about this has been that even if you think you haven't been affected, that is the absolute wrong way to think about 100%.
So what do you do if you have? That's
it. Just even if you haven't, even if you put your name into the whole website that they set up, which has been, I put stories on the Facebook before that this whole website has been a whole fucking insane, terrible ordeal already. For a while there was even a guy who said that he was able to make it a website, trick the actual Equifax Twitter into tweeting that link instead. Yeah. And he's just like, all I had to do was just like do this simple thing on the website and pull it on Twitter, and all of a sudden it started shooting out this random thing that I controlled. And all of a sudden, I was getting all the information that everyone was placing instead of the actual Equifax site because the original Equifax site was fucking terrible and something completely off of like it's just something that they did so quickly. It was just they completely overshot any security that they had.
Yep.
So this guy was just like, I can just do this, and now it's my own website getting all the information. So I mean, just from the get go, it's just been a terrible fucking thing, one after the other. And my advice has been so far is just assume you're affected. Assume that your information is out there, and really the only thing you can do, it's just been a lose-lose for us. Like, there's nothing we can do besides spend some money and get some any kind of credit monitoring service, or just monitor your credit, anything that you spend, your credit cards. It's just like now we have to be so aware of everything that's happening. It's just so much more to be a fucking another thing to worry about, pretty much.
Yeah.
And even if it happened, it's it's not something that's easy, to go and fix. I don't know if you ever had to dispute something that's on your credit that you didn't actually do, but it's not something very easy.
It's not that hard.
It's not hard, but it's also a kind of a bit.
It's kind of a hassle.
Yeah.
It's more it's just more inconvenient.
It's
inconvenient. One time there was a charge on my, recently on my debit card. Somebody pulled money out of my ATM, out of the ATM.
Hold the fuck. How'd they pull out money
what
out
the
of something
fuck?
that there wasn't money in them?
I'm
That's the real question.
fucking funny. No, I only had $20 in there.
They pulled it out.
Pulled it
All
out.
$20.
I swear to God, and I was like, was I drunk and went to like Long Beach and pulled out $20? And I was like, I haven't been to Long Beach all week.
I love that where he's like, wait, did I go to Long
I had to
Beach?
really think about it, and I was like, it kind of threw me for a loop because I didn't know what the fuck. I was like, when did I
Yeah.
pull out $20 in Long Beach?
Damn.
I was like, I hadn't even been to Long Beach.
Yeah.
And it said like Sunday night, like I pulled out money and I was like, I wasn't in Long Beach on Sunday.
Right.
So I had to like, so I called the bank and then and I was like, yeah, but I'm like, but also I don't have money. I was like, that was my last $20. I was like, that's how I was gonna get home. And so they're like, oh, well, we can credit you back the money, and then once, yeah, she's like, we'll credit it back and you can pull it. But you have to go to the bank because we canceled your card. And I was
Right.
like, okay.
Right. So they took care of it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not always that easy, unfortunately. It really
Well,
depends.
mine is a simple case because it's only $20.
Yeah, exactly. It can be a lot worse. Like I said, like it could be something like your taxes, or even like going into your health care. So I mean, and it could be something that doesn't even crop up until years from now. I mean, just because your information could be out there, who knows when they're actually going to try to use it. So I mean, it's just you have to be now self-aware more than ever, and until I guess who knows. I mean, I guess you should always be self-aware like that, but it's now just even more heightened, I guess. Yeah, where it's just it's a burden now. But try to stay safe, watch your shit, and yeah, just we're all pretty much fucked, guys. That's the bottom line here.
The bottom line is we're all
I don't know what else to
fucked.
say.
One way or another. We're all
It
fucked.
is real bad. No one's talking about it. It is a lot worse than we
Just
think.
Humpcast.
But yeah, cheers to that.
Is that it?
That's it. We're going into Ryan's stories now, actually, right? Changing it up.
Behold the secrets of nature's deepest mystery.
She is literally like launching eggs out of her pussy. The poo-poo, eat the poo-poo guy. So they just like tie up these dudes that fart in their face. Maybe cut off his dick. This is gonna blow your fucking mind. Are you ready?
Oh shit! What's up, guys? So
Oh shit!
Randy's back.
I don't.
Who's this guy? Who's this?
I know.
Question.
Who's
I
this
know,
cute
what's
guy
up?
with the beard?
We're shaking things up a little bit, you know.
If you don't recognize this guy with the beard, if you're watching live, it's Randy.
You don't know what's fucked up right now?
What's fucked up?
Yeah, because that's we don't get
Randy's
enough
fucked up.
No, I was this guy.
I'm fucked.
No, I was.
I'm a dud.
I knew I was gonna do this story, and I forgot to bring up like the actual facts on it. So it's
We don't need facts, bro.
So I'm just bringing this shit
Fake
up
news.
right now. But we do have to talk about the shooting in Las Vegas.
Yes,
Um,
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I do think that we should shed some light on it. We shouldn't ignore it. We
course
should
not.
definitely, express how we feel. I don't. You guys know what we're talking about. I mean, I'll bring up the actual statistics right now. But this guy was a retired white dude from Las Vegas who decided to crack out a window at the MGM and shoot at a
It's not the MGM, it's Mandalay Bay.
Mandalay Bay, sorry, which is an MGM hotel. I'm sorry.
Well, there's an MGM hotel.
All right, Ricky. Okay.
Let's get our facts straight, bro. There's
I'm
enough-
trying to bring up the
there's
fucking
enough
facts,
fake
bro.
news out there.
Fuck facts.
Anyway, so injured, and I mean he killed over 50 people, and injured, I mean many more.
Hundreds.
So it's fucked up. The whole thing's just totally shitty, and the guy who was playing the show thought it was just some malfunctions in the pyrotechnics or something while you're hearing clip after clip being loaded and just sprayed on these people. It's fucking awful, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, even we have friends, and some of us have family out there, and it's just I had to text our buddy Tim. I'm like, I know you don't listen to country, but just let me know you're all right.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, dude, like, I wouldn't be at that show. So, but he's like, but I did have friends there, it's fucked. It's not, they're okay. I don't know. It's just so fucked up.
Yeah, man. crazy.
just the idea that you can be out having, the time of your life and then that be the end of your life,
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's unfortunately it's not the first time that something like this has happened.
No,
something just
no, not
happened
even-
at a pop concert over in the UK for Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande. I mean, it happened.
know,
I mean,
I
there's a
mean, it's
band
just
that we
like-
like. A show that we
Yeah.
could have easily been at.
The Eagles of Death Metal.
Eagles of Death Metal, and I mean Paris, France.
Exactly. So
But-
I mean, it just unfortunately like it just kind of like the world we live in for some reason now.
So nuts.
Because people allow that to happen. We are the number one country in all of the world where this shit happens. It's been I've read the exact
It's not
statistic.
number one place. It's been in the UK as well.
The number one place.
Right. As far
Yeah,
as like
I mean,
crazy shit.
there's mass shootings throughout the world, no matter what. But I don't remember the exact statistic, but it was something like there's been 200 and something days in the year, and we're like a few days shy of that.
Happens
of
almost
how
ev-
many
it almo- happens
how
almost-
many
almost
deadly
every day.
shootings
Right.
we have
Yeah. There's
in
something
this
crazy
country.
every week,
alone.
at least every month.
Yeah, and the fact that there's also other news reports of shootings happening at the same time, but they're just being overshadowed by this one event in Vegas.
Right.
But there's actually a lot more
Here we
still
go.
going on.
This is exactly what I thought happened too. Okay, so somebody explained to me that I thought you could still buy guns and buy automatics in Nevada. Apparently, you can't buy them automatic. You can buy them semi, but they sell kits to modify them.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. Sweet.
So like
Uh-huh.
kind of so that's basically what this guy did. He stockpiled rifles that he bought in Nevada, and then
Just modify.
modified all of them. Yeah. Everybody's like, where did he get the automatics? Where did he get? Well, this is still a fucking loophole. This is still something somebody can do. You know.
Right,
It's-
Exactly.
And like that's the thing I've been reading too is like it's not only the fact that people can like just go and buy a gun, but even more than the fact is like now with the advent of 3D printing and stuff,
You can make a
it's
gun.
getting more
yeah.
and more easier just
There's
to
literally
make your gun.
And for those of you that think that that's bullshit, there's literally
There's
videos
on YouTube.
on YouTube of people just, I made a gun today, you guys.
and
It's not real, bro. It's Illuminati thinking.
you can download the schematics and
And I
everything. mean,
made a
if-
gun.
If you have that $200 printer, it's very simple to make those parts yourself
Which actually
and
leads me
assemble them.
to my main point. This is the main thing. So a lot of people
All right. No, in all seriousness. Oh no. Hold on. I'm sorry. I just want to isolate what the point. I'm sorry. Fucking. All I want to know is what your take is on fucking like gun control, in addition to what you were about to say.
all right, well, gun control in America. My main thing has always been it's a little bit too late to get rid of anything because there's tons of stuff saturating the market right now, but it is not too late to prevent
Christ. Okay.
further.
Oh, sorry. Just to cut you off for a second. These are the statistics. There's 59 people dead and about 500 others injured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn close. There are a shit ton of firearms out there right now, and I, as somebody who is, I was raised really well with firearms my entire life. I've been educated on firearms. My father showed me how to use them, how to make sure that I make the right decisions.
I'm sure
If I
this
were to
guy
ju-
was too.
No, I'm just saying that like that's just my upbringing. So it's not I'm not unfamiliar with them. I like guns, but I don't think that they should be readily available in certain forms to every single person, which a lot of people have voted for that to be a possibility. Second of all, our entire country has been so saturated with firearms that no matter what, someone's gonna find stuff. So let's just take this instance, this right now. There can be guns in your name, but at the same time, there are tons of guns. They were already saying that there are a few illegal guns that he didn't, weren't in his name. Same thing with a lot of other things. You can, if you want to find something, you're gonna find something because it's that easy. Myself, I've said this on the podcast before. I'm a felon. I don't own any guns. I can, if I felt like it, tonight go and get a gun. Easy.
You're
I
as
know
a gun guy.
I don't.
No, it's not.
No,
But
I'm not saying
You
like
definitely
oh,
can ask a few people and ask
I can
that
ask
guy
a
who
few
knows
people.
that guy.
Yeah, it's not gonna be difficult. If I wanted a gun tonight, I can go get.
You want a gun? I can get you a gun.
You want to tell? I'll get you towed by 2 o'clock.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. In this world, it's not necessarily now about
Right.
how we can restrict them. Even though that's gonna definitely help a lot. Little bits help here and there.
Well, it's a
but
lot-
the thing is, people want to point to one thing and say that's the reason.
Right. A lot of people make the argument that we need to ban assault rifles because we don't. I mean, well, rifles in general, like big guns. I mean, for reasons like this, I mean, this guy can buy something that can be modified into an automatic weapon. You know, so. That's what the argument. One of the big arguments is, which is something that I kind of think. It's like, what's the point of some of these things if you're not trying to kill a human being? You know what I mean? There are guns that you can buy at the store, at the sporting goods store that aren't for. I mean, they're not. I'm sure you can call them for big game hunting, but some of them are like they're military base style weapons. You know that are for killing humans than anything and nothing else. You know.
Yeah. So this is made for war.
Yeah. But back to my point is the fact that they're out there. They're going to be out there no matter what. And the only way we could I honestly think that the bigger let's go with this. So like I said, you people are going to point to one thing and say that's the reason. And right now it is gun control, and that's a major thing, to be honest. That's something that we can debate, but the thing is we have to actually talk about it. The second thing is actual mental health.
Right.
To be honest, one of the major things that I think is the contributing factor to why we have so many shootings in our country is mental health. And the fact that it's just people who we see as different are swept aside.
Talking about the way it's dealt with, I mean, as far as being a mental health patient, like if you're mentally ill,
those are the people that at least have some sort of on the radar thing. But think of this guy. So far in the news, this guy wasn't on the radar at all. He passed every single background check for buying firearms. His own brother-in-law, who they interviewed, said he had no signs whatsoever showing.
Brother, that was his actual.
Oh, his actual brother. Sorry, he had no signs showing that he had any sort of mental instability.
Sure,
but clearly, like they were there.
Sure,
yeah, exactly.
Which actually brings me back to what I see on a day-to-day basis is that people are swept aside if they show signs of mental instability. Not necessarily like, oh, they're crazy, I don't want to talk to them, I don't want them to be near me. More so like just like, I have fucking thoughts sometimes. Like I'm thinking thoughts.
Just thinking thoughts.
All it takes is that one friend to be like, what kind of thoughts? Like, let's talk about it. You know what I mean?
Don't think those thoughts.
Why are you thinking those thoughts? Let's talk about
this
it.
dude's wife is like the fucking number one suspect right now because she took off like on a vacation just this week, and so they tracked her down wherever she was at, like handed her a plane ticket and was like, you need to get back to the United States right now.
Damn. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real bad.
Yeah, either
all
way,
bad.
the thing is you can't point to one thing. You can't for anything.
They're still looking for a motive. We still have no motive, but it's it's just so fucked up.
But that goes to my point is there's not one thing.
Right.
There is not one thing.
Sometimes it is that simple for them to. I mean, sometimes
You think that this is yes. I'll
Sometimes
give
it
it to
is,
you.
you know?
I'll give it to you that yes, there might just be one thing, but think of how many factors go into this. The
obviously.
only way to
Well, I mean,
prevent
no
this is to put as many preventative measures in place as you can. And I'm sorry, I love guns as well. They're fun because I go to the range. You can go hunting.
'em,
You
yeah.
can do all the things. But those tools, which are just that, they're tools. They aren't inherently evil or good or anything. Those tools in the hands of people that don't have a mentally stable mindset are going to be things that will create very, very evil events.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. That's why I brought up the other thing. So, what do you think about that? Like the fact that we have these semi-automatic weapons that, I mean, you only when you go, like somebody pointed out in our comments. Thank you on the on Facebook. I mean, when you're hunting, you only need one clean shot. Like, is it necessary to have a multiple
That's not
round
always
clip?
the case. I've heard from more of like I know when you're hunting wild boars and stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, their skin's a lot tougher. It can make sense to have more than like
Multiple
just
shots.
multiple shots. So there's reasons to have it if you're looking for as far as like a hunting aspect. But yeah, I mean it's like anything else. Like even though it's available, it's easy to exploit. Like anything else, it takes one person to fucking ruin a thing that was just a normal everyday object.
Yeah.
I mean,
To
I'm
fuck
with
it up
you
to
guys.
everybody
I'm with
else.
you guys. I don't think there should be a ban on guns completely.
Yeah, I mean, like that's.
But I
yeah.
just think it's
You
just,
can't. It's
It's
literally
it's just-
impossible.
but
I
they're-
think it's like the war on drugs. It's never gonna stop. We can pour money into it.
But
we can
just-
do everything that we can. We think that we're doing
I
right.
mean, like what can we actually? There's really not much we can actually do
Yeah.
to try and regulate.
I don't know the answer.
To regulate.
I don't have
There's
it.
not one. That's the problem. What I'm
Is
what
there
I'm trying
one?
to-
I mean, there's
I
nothing.
don't know.
That's
There's
what I'm
not
saying.
one.
Like,
I don't think there's
Maybe
one.
we're in a
like
simulation
you already
right now.
take the test. You already do all that stuff. I mean, like, what do? We just get do we get more strict on the test? Do we what do we do?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right now it's going to be we are okay, so let's think of it kind of as a whole. It's going to be a lot harder to get out of the hole than it is to get out of like a very small hole. You can't there's not one answer of just like, oh, just climb out. There's you have to put it here, you have to do things here, you have to do things there, etc. What I think is a good start is yes, limit what you can do as far as getting these types of firearms.
Well, what if we did this?
And at the same time, education and mental health needs to be a very high priority, I think, in how we handle situations. Because right now, mental health is just fuck it. You're crazy. Go away.
Yeah.
That's how we handle mental health.
yeah, no,
If
for sure.
that. It's not even just go on the streets. You're by
Yeah.
yourself now. Good luck.
Which is what, like, okay, so I work in a city where I encounter people that are mentally, unstable
How could the same city?
pretty well. No, I'm not. I'm talking to like our listeners and stuff like that at this
There's
point.
nowhere crazier that you're gonna find people.
Skid Row.
I've worked in downtown LA.
Yeah.
I live in Almani. I've encountered more weird people in Pasadena than anywhere else in my entire life.
No, seriously.
That people that come up to me and talk to me that
Yeah.
aren't afraid of me.
Oh,
Pasadena,
but
baby.
they're not homeless. Just crazy.
No,
people.
They're
they're
crazy.
homeless.
Both.
They're crazy.
many different.
There's
but the
something.
the thing is how most
Pasadena, 100%.
how society likes to treat them as like just something that we want to sweep under the rug. I'm like, oh hey, like he'll like, hey, blah, 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 blah. And he'll ask me a question, and like, have you seen this, this, and this? I'm like, oh no, I haven't. I'm sorry, but I have to go to work right now. But if I see that, I'd love to talk to you later. Whatever. Like, I don't treat them as if they're not human beings. I just treat them as if their reality is not on the same level as my own.
I do. I sweep them away with a broomstick.
Well, that's
Right,
that's
chase
one
them
thing.
away.
I'm just kidding.
I'm like, I can't help you right now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not gonna sweep you away. Like, I'm not saying, no, get away from me, crazy
I
man.
mean, even then, that's even then being
No, you're absolutely.
whatever that like it's no, who knows what the answer is. It's
And then,
not-
especially, we're just talking about like homeless.
right.
Think about those people.
This
who have
guy was a normal person who had a
mentally
full-time-
unstable family,
Yeah,
job, all these things.
You're right though.
Yeah,
The-
I don't know.
in this country, the welfare of people's mental state is really, not taken care of.
Yeah.
And insurance doesn't cover your shrink. They won't cover. They won't cover your therapy. They won't cover anything. So
Right.
even if you have great health insurance, in this country for some reason they don't think your mental health is a part of your well-being.
Right.
It's incredibly more so than I believe a lot of other things, to be honest. Like, there's so much stuff. Like, they even in movies and like stuff, they poke fun of it. It's like, oh, it's all in your head. It's all in your head. Think about that, but like just extremely. If you have something wrong with you that is all in your head and that just grows and festers, it becomes much more of an illness than many physical actual ailments.
Right.
Or physical ailments. I'm not going to say actual because I think a mental ailment is an actual ailment.
Yeah.
And that's my major thing is that it's just, you can't point to one thing.
Yeah.
Try as much as you can to prevent any sort of spread of malice or harm or whatever. I know it's inevitable. You can't hit every single thing, but you can definitely make it better.
Right.
And that's why I don't discard people who come out with crazy statements or crazy ideas or just come at me like weird. Like, I honestly just like, hey, I'm not gonna be the reason that you're gonna go off, and yeah, I'm kind of trying to make light of this, but I'm not gonna be the reason that you go off and just like cause some crazy ass shit that I have to talk about on Wednesday or Tuesday. Sorry.
Yeah.
As far as just being a good human being, just go like if you encounter these people or if you have someone in this life, try and understand why something's going on, and then if you believe that stricter gun control, which a lot of people now are really actually thinking about, then do something about it. Vote. Use what voice you have to actually change things. I personally can't vote right now.
Mention that.
Not to you guys. I mean, I'm sorry, not to these guys. To you guys.
You just did like 5 minutes ago.
Did I?
Yes.
All right, well, I'm also a little bit drunk. But also, you guys go out and you vote, and you also spread whatever voice you have. You have a voice. We're in the age that you have a voice. Anything you say can be heard by people.
You know what I was going to bring up too is, okay, all you dumbasses who think that there was a second shooter and that this is some sort of like conspiracy. We talked about this before the show.
That's a whole
Have some
different
fucking
thing.
respect. We have friends and family in Las Vegas, and people who are related to these people who
I don't think
are
it's
connected.
disrespect. It's
But
just,
but still, I mean, don't be so fucking stupid.
Gullible?
It's just not. And what point would that make? The fact that there was two shooters that we still don't have a fucking motive for. What are they? They just hate country music? Is that what's going on? The most American shit ever made? What is going on right now? Like, I don't
Hate America.
I don't get what that means. Stop saying
Russian
that.
spies.
No, I'm saying it's disrespectful to people who actually have people who were
There's
affected
people
by.
who still think that like the whole Sandy Hook thing was like a whole setup.
Yeah, and that's fucked.
There's a bunch
too.
of actors
and that's,
that were as kids. Like,
that's
what's
how
the
fucked.
point of
Like how
that?
fuck. Like think if you were somebody who had a victim in this crime, right?
Yeah.
And then you go on
the person
Facebook
who
and
died
you,
wasn't a fucking actor. Thank you very much.
right, and then
He was a
you go on
normal
Facebook
fucking
and you see that somebody people think that there's like extra shit going on.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like quit making something.
Why?
Up. Yeah,
that's
like,
all.
there's no
All
point.
they ask
Yeah.
is why would that happen?
But
Pretty sure my fucking whatever wasn't.
There's one shooter. There's
wasn't
two
an
shooters.
actor.
There's that.
we're gonna leave it there.
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing.
Thank you
It's
guys
so
for
much.
listening to that part.
We have
of it.
more. So just don't
heavy
don't
shit.
tune out.
Yeah,
heavy shit.
but fuck our hearts go out to Vegas. We love Vegas.
Yeah.
we love
They
the Vegas.
need blood.
we love
There's
the Vegas
a lot
people.
of donation
People.
centers and things that can use your money. And,
Go out
and
there
if you happen to
and
be in the
help out.
area, they can definitely use blood. There was over hundreds of people that were affected by
so
this.
many people. They had to start turning people away from blood donations.
Right, yeah.
Let me-
So
let me
there's a lot
actually-
of cool stuff happening as well.
Let me
people
say
coming
this.
out
So
and helping out.
These unfortunate tragedies do bring out a lot of people to sort of help in those types of ways. Try and think about that throughout the year because obviously blood goes, but you can't just keep blood.
Right.
all
It doesn't.
year
It doesn't.
round.
Yeah. It doesn't stay. I guess fresh.
But these events, these tragedies, definitely spike the attendance, and which is great. Don't get me wrong. Of people that are trying to help. Try and think about it throughout the year. Same thing with homelessness,
Do what you can.
mental health, any volunteer work whatsoever. Think about it throughout the year. Don't just have these little things, these little spikes.
And be nice
Not same little, but spikes make you go.
and be nice to the people around you.
yeah.
please.
You don't got to give blood. You don't got to give anything. You just be a good person. You know.
And tell the people you love them.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things somebody said, like it honestly didn't hit me until this person said this. But like these mothers, fathers, daughters, what are friends, they can't even tell these people they love them anymore. And they're like, that fucking hit me right there. I was like,
Yeah.
to be honest, I'm a pretty jaded person. But when it hit me right there, like I think about it if you couldn't tell your sister you loved her anymore, or your brother, or your son, your daughter, whatever.
Oh, I say it every time. I'm like always like that. I tell my brothers, I tell
Yeah.
my sister every time. Every fucking time.
every time.
I don't care. I don't care any stresses on that relationship. Like I love you. Like my family. I love them.
We love everybody watching. We love everybody
I
watching.
love you, everybody watching.
I truly appreciate this because I mean, we've been doing this for what is it, 187
187
weeks
episode. This is the death one.
Straight.
in a row.
This is the death
Ryan
episode.
hasn't been here.
We love you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna move on to more dying.
Some better stuff.
Fuck,
no,
dude.
More dying. More
Why?
death. More
Why?
death.
No, you
More
know,
sad.
it's pretty sad, man. This is a sad week. A sad week in the news, dude. It's just it's fucked up. Our boy Tom Petty died at 66. Pronounced dead last night, actually. So,
Damn.
Yeah, Monday night.
Yeah.
Age 66, man. Fucking.
Pretty young.
Yeah, apparently he had I guess a heart attack, and then wound up in the hospital and was just unresponsive, and then they kept him on life.
Well, I know they found him unconscious.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's I think was the whole thing is that they found
I'm
him
like looking
unconscious.
for I'm like I
they
picked the
found
wrong
they
fucking
found
thing.
him in whole like cardiac arrest already.
Oh shit.
So he was in pretty bad shape when they found
Yeah,
him.
That's
man.
why those early reports came out that he was dead. He's like, oh shit, he's gonna die right
he's
now.
down.
Like it's preemptive. It was
So they
like,
had him
oh
on
shit, he's
li-
about to
he
die.
wasn't dead yet though.
Yeah, but he
How
was-
fucked up is that though?
He was
Like
pretty bad.
that's somebody wanted. I think it was his daughter who put out something on Twitter. She was like super pissed at like because I think Rolling Stone put that he was dead already. And he hadn't been pronounced dead until like 8 p.m. or something like that, or 9 p.m. But jeez,
It's crazy.
I mean, I know you guys weren't Tom Petty fans. I was. I almost saw him last week. I was like, gonna.
Yeah, he just did his last show last week.
He was at
did
fucking. He was at the
Yeah.
Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah, he was at the Hollywood Bowl.
Just last
That's
week.
his last show. He
Just-
did.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and it wasn't necessarily that we weren't fans. It's like we didn't really listen to his music. It wasn't.
I
our
mean,
era,
he's a-
and we
It's not
didn't.
that I didn't like
we didn't
him.
catch on to his stuff.
He's a folky guy, you know, folk.
You actually mentioned some
Folk
songs
rock
that
me-
I
okay.
actually like.
So
I honestly didn't know it was him.
I'm sure you guys. That's what I'm saying. Like, especially people watching and listening. Like, if you're like Tom Petty, who the fuck is that? He's responsible for "I Won't Back Down," "Refugee," "Free
Even
Fallin',"
if you don't recognize those songs,
Mary Jane's Last Dance. You don't know how it feels. Running Down the Dream. Learning to Fly. You're So Bad. American Girl.
yeah, if you play a
fucking-
few of his songs, you're definitely gonna catch on to at least one of them, and be like,
Breakdown.
oh, yeah, this guy.
Breakdown. Come on in, give it
Yeah.
to me.
We're
Come
gonna,
on,
we're
dude.
gonna end on one of his songs as well. So
I mean, you've heard the guys that. I mean, he's an American rock and roll legend.
Yeah, for sure.
and I mean, I think he's.
you definitely know the name.
I'm not that big a fan to pay that big of a tribute, but the motherfucker, you know, you've always heard him. You
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
You know what I mean? It's
For
like,
sure.
yeah, so that's kind of a bummer. And he was on the road pretty much until the day he died. We were just talking about that too. It's just, you know, these guys. I mean, they live so hard. My mom said he was wasted. By the way, my mom saw him at the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, hell
And she was like, and he was loaded.
yeah.
And I was like, that's my guy. Like that's the way
Sure, in
to
his
be.
early days, you know, lots of drugs.
I mean, 66, he's
Cocaine.
young. Yeah, of course.
Cocaine.
66, pretty fucking young, though.
It is very
Goddamn.
young. It is very young.
Well, cheers to Tom Petty, man.
Cheers.
Pour one out to Tom Petty.
Pour one out to Tom Petty.
little bit
We're not
out.
gonna do that because we have a lot of electrical equipment. But I'll cheers.
Pour a little liquor.
Pour. I don't have any more beer.
What? How do you? You finished that whole growler?
Yeah.
Crowler, bro.
It's hot now.
All right. Also, Hugh Hefner dead at 91. That's not too soon. He was 91.
And he lived a great life.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to that.
And he lived an amazing life. So Hugh Hefner, who founded Playboy and turned it into a globally iconic brand, is dead at 91.
Yeah.
Playboy says he died peacefully at home on Wednesday, surrounded by his loved ones. Hefner's health had been in serious decline over the last year, and he's not been seen in public for some time. His passing comes just over a year after his brother Keith died battling cancer. You know, salute to the Hef, dude. I mean, what do you?
Thanks for the nudie meds.
I mean, think about that. Like, he founded Playboy when he was what? I mean, in his
was a long
20s or
time.
something. Where's it at? Hefner. He founded Playboy in 1953 with Marilyn Monroe.
Yep, that was a long time
Marilyn
ago.
Monroe on the cover.
That was a long time ago.
Holy shit!
He's been dead for a long time.
Oh my god, 1953.
Yeah,
Jeez.
so he's lived a good life. He's pretty old. I'm not gonna say like he deserved to die or anything. But
No, I know, but
Yeah.
can you imagine? Can you imagine how much
was
ass
good.
that guy's got?
he lived at the Playboy.
But you know what's
Mansion.
crazy about this dude though? Like, look, he's living in a different lifestyle than any of us, right?
Oh, 100%.
I mean, lived a whole different lifestyle.
Nobody,
right?
Yeah, nobody lived the life.
Right. I mean, him and Larry Flint were like just surrounded
Yeah.
by naked chicks at all times.
Yeah.
But respectful. That like right? Like you never heard a story of like Hugh Hefner like, you know, being creepy and rapey to like anybody or anything like that.
Right.
You know what I
Not
mean?
that I recall.
I mean, I've never heard anything like that. Otherwise, he'd be done. There'd be no one would be buying Playboy. No one. I mean, it
Right.
wouldn't be a.
Well, like that's like the weird thing. Like everyone's like against it. We're just like oh, like Playboy, like, you know, girls are exposing themselves, but like when he died, I'm just like, he was a hero.
You know, well, no, I saw all kinds of shitty stuff on Facebook.
Right.
I didn't see anything nice about Hugh Hefner except for from the dudes. I mean, all the ladies that I have on, you know, they're all like feminist comedians, so they're like, oh, good, he's a perv. Like, yeah, but
he created a whole lifestyle on that.
it's like, I mean, here's how I can explain it the best I can is I think he was just somebody who appreciated women and what, you know, and the elegance of a woman's body.
Right.
And
no matter what, any naked chick at the time is gonna, you know, is pushing boundaries.
Well, it's not just being naked. You know what I mean? Like there's an art form to it. Everything. That's why Hustler came out afterwards, because Larry Flint thought Playboy was so tamed, and he was like, "This is lame."
Right. It wasn't it wasn't full porno.
Right.
Mags.
So he wanted a full on porno mag.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
the pervert.
He was the porno mag guy.
Yeah. He wanted them spreading ass cheeks and sticking fingers in there, and like, you know what I mean? Like that's what you wanted a Hustler for that.
Right.
If you wanted to just see some beautiful women, you know, topless.
And even read some good articles.
Maybe read some funny cartoons.
Yeah, Playboy was a place.
Playboy was the place.
That's why I went there. I wanted to read all the articles.
For the articles, yeah, totally. But you know, that's my point. 100%. I think of all the nudie mags that I found back in my day. Yeah, you know, Playboy was a very elegant
corner somewhere,
and it was kind of when you're. And when you were like an actress or a supermodel or something, it was kind of like a point of
right. Even like as
it was like
an
a point
actress,
of status. Like when they offered you, like, hey, we'll give you the cover.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that meant
like, you know, it pushed boundaries as far as like, you know, actresses go, and you know, famous people.
Yeah,
different people who are just, you know, happen to be famous from, you know, any point.
Yeah,
WWF. You know,
WWF back then.
Like, you know, you could have been anything that, you know, was famous, but you have to be a woman. You know, a woman.
It was a celebrity status. Like,
yeah, it
like
was.
If you were on Playboy, like you were celebrity.
Yeah, exactly. It was a big deal
before Twitter and Instagram. Before like
kids. Before the internet. Before you had fast loading times.
It was a big deal. Yeah, you were like, oh, she plays for Playboy. You're like, oh shit,
gotta go buy that one.
Yeah, gotta go buy that one. Yeah, and it sold millions of copies, and that's why they would give you millions of dollars to do it.
Exactly. Yeah,
but you know, salute Hef. That's it.
Pour one out.
On
our equipment. Not gonna do it on the equipment. No.
On Ricky's titties.
There you go.
Boom. All right.
Garrett's turn, and then we got to wrap.
I may have some news for you. Go ahead.
Entertainment news, everybody. This just broke out.
That is a scientific fact, huh?
I'm not gonna get to this story. I have a question for you. News story that'll make you guys a little bit tingly in the fans. Okay, we need to move on from that. I need to get away from that real quick.
I read somewhere that their periods attract bears.
All right, everybody. So Ryan went to go take a piss. And I just really, I mean, Ricky, did you go to see the movies at all?
Negative.
All right, cool. Doubt he did either, especially for these movies. Let's just go ahead and go down the list real quick. So, number 1, Kingsman, The Golden Circle, barely keeps the number 1 spot in its second week versus It, which is number 2 in its fourth week. And let me tell you the difference. Okay, so Kingsman: The Golden Circle this weekend made $16.935 million. You want to know how much it made?
How much?
$16.902. Damn.
Yikes.
So in a battle for the first spot, I guess you could say, you have Kingsman in its second week versus it in its fourth week with less than a $40,000 difference.
Is this for me?
Yeah, I think that was yours.
Oh, I thought that was yours.
No. Well, I don't know. It might have been, but I didn't know.
Because whoever's gonna drink it.
Let me try it.
Nobody did.
Is that Ricky's fruit beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it's like sitting here getting hot. From
I
your
poured it
fucking-
for anybody, and
from
you
this
like,
exhaust
you asked
from your
for another
computer.
beer.
Dude, your computer,
I didn't know, bro.
Garrett's computer has an exhaust right here. Like,
Yeah.
it's like
Fire.
it's made this beer boil from sitting next to it.
There you go.
That's actually not the bubbles from the normal.
No, it's
That's not
boiling.
carbonation. It's
It's just-
boiling.
yeah.
All right, so Ryan just came back. Kingsman and it had a less than $40,000 difference in first and second place.
What's that say about Kingsman, bro?
It means that Kingsman is good, but not as great as it was.
I heard
thought it
dog shit reviews.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I
Yeah,
heard
didn't hear
polarizing reviews. Some people were saying that it's really good. Some people were saying, a lot of people were saying it's not as good.
The
as
movie
first one.
phone guy said it's a movie.
that. Ryan called
A
movie
movie.
phone.
Movie phone.
No, it just he's on K Rock and he does reviews.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right, cool. It's still something I really want to see, but yeah, the reviews have been disappointing about it. So we'll see about that. I can always stand behind. That shit's great still. Fourth week in its number 2 slot, barely above the number or the week 1 release of Tom Cruise's new movie American Made. So I said that it is at $16.902 million. American Made in its first week is at number 3 is $16.776
I think we got a clip.
million.
We got a clip of American Made. I heard it was it's this part where Tom Cruise jumps out of the plane.
Oh, is that what? Oh, yeah. He does because he flies and then he jumps out and then it sounds like this.
Yeah. We gave you so much time. And that's where you started. That's where you were at. And then you scrolled around
I've been
and
drinking an 8.5 beer, Ryan. Look how big this
He was-
beer is.
his mouth
I
was
drank
on
a lot
that.
of this.
He's
I
like,
drank
"Fuck,
most
where is
of
it?"
this.
His mouth was
I drank
on
like
it.
all of this right here. Okay, all right.
your mouse was
Shit.
on that button, and then
Yeah,
you're like,
I
"Where
know.
the fuck
I know
is it?"
Was. I know.
Can we try this one more time? So I think we have a clip of American Made. So it's in its first week and it's in number 3 slot. It's
We gave you so much time. We gave you so much time.
I have to like use my mouse.
You could have just pressed the
I've been
button.
drinking, bro. Shit. Give me a break. Damn.
Ricky C, everybody.
Ricky C.
Look at this beer I've been drinking, everybody.
You split it with me, dick face.
I've had more.
I've had, look, 2 of these, one of these.
I had one of those.
I probably fuck up
I had
too.
a pumpkin.
You had a David Pumpkins?
Pumpkin beer.
I'm
And
David
this.
Pumpkin. It's a 32 ouncer.
All right. Okay,
Whatever. Moving on. Number 4, Lego Ninjago. I totally forgot it came out last week.
Oh, that's right. I had free passes. I told you that last time, huh?
What?
I didn't go because I didn't want to take because I couldn't take a kid.
I wanted to go see it.
Find a kid.
Fuck a kid, bro.
You're not a
No,
kid.
I was gonna.
Whoa, bro.
No, don't fuck a kid. Sorry. Let me rephrase that.
No, I was gonna take my sister's stepson, but he.
How old is he now?
he's-
Oh, okay.
I think he's 4. I think he's 4 now.
Okay.
Or 3. He's 3.
But
he's 3.
he can enjoy stuff like this.
He's 3. Yeah, absolutely. And I wanted to take him, but he was with his mom, so
Bio mom.
yeah.
So no go.
So
Yeah.
I didn't go because I was like, he'd enjoy it more than me. The whole point was to take him.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, let's move on past that situation. Number 5 is Flatliners, the remake of the 1990s movie Flatliners.
By the way, Ricky, I can't believe you didn't know that was a movie and you thought that was a fucking knockoff from the fucking what is it? Pop
yeah,
Star.
Pop Star.
Wanted to
movie.
believe, bro.
You're such an idiot. He's like, that sounds like a knockoff of that movie Pop Star. Like, yeah,
No.
totally.
It was original,
Are you
bro.
kidding?
It was original thinking.
My God. Yeah, Flatliners was a 90s. It was pretty a big hit. Dude.
Now I know.
Yeah.
It was a cult. Actually, it wasn't a big hit.
I
But
was like
it
2 years
became like a
old.
cult movie.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, it's a good day to die.
There you go.
That's
Good
Hard.
day to die hard. There you go.
I die hard every night.
Hey, he does, people.
He's dead.
All right. So that's the end of that bullshit because this weekend, I know
Fucking bullshit.
I know where everyone's gonna be, and it's at these 2 movies.
Power Rangers.
No, not the Power Rangers.
Power Rangers 2.
Nope, not that either, because they didn't even want to go see the first one.
Power Rangers 3.
Nope, definitely not. All right, we're gonna have
Boss Baby 4.
Shut up, Brian.
Boss Runner. No, Blade Runner. Blade Runner.
Crossover.
It's called the Boss Runner.
It's called the Boss Baby Runner.
Boss Baby Runner.
Boss Runner baby.
This weekend, opening, you have the Blade Runner 2049.
What?
Which would mean a lot more to these people if any of us have ever seen the movie.
I've seen the original Blade Runner.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
When have you?
What? I've seen it multiple times.
Shut up, Ricky. You haven't.
You haven't.
I haven't.
Yeah, but
You
you
have
haven't.
not.
Never heard of it ever
You
in my
have
life.
not.
You haven't.
All right.
not.
Sure.
You're
Okay.
thinking of the Running Man.
Yeah, Maze
True that.
Runner.
Yep.
Maze Runner.
Running Man, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I gotta run. Don't you remember when you announced?
I'm a dog.
Hold on. Hold on. Don't you remember when you announced that this movie was happening and we had a whole conversation because I was like Arnold Schwarzenegger and you guys were like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I was like,
Yes. I
and
remember
so
that.
I was confusing Blade Runner, Running Man, with Blade Runner. Yeah. And so, but we were talking, and I was like so into the conversation the whole time, but I didn't realize that I had never seen Blade Runner.
Yep. Yeah, both of you
remember
guys. I was the only one who watched Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Both of you guys had never seen it before.
And
I
I
still
was
haven't.
talking about Running Man the whole time, so
Right.
so that conversation made no sense.
Yep. Correct.
All right. Well, I'm definitely going to see the original Blade Runner this week, and I really, really hope, because I'm very busy, that I will.
busy man.
I'm a very busy man. I would definitely hope that I can check out Blade Runner 2049, because
I've heard good things about it.
all of the reviews, I've been hearing great.
Well, you're on Ryan Gosling's fucking balls.
His dick balls.
Dick balls.
Dick balls.
Dick
His,
butt.
his,
Yep. Dick butt.
his taint balls ass combo.
Yep.
Yep. That's
You
right.
know.
That's good shit.
Either way, I've been hearing mostly, if not almost all good things about Blade Runner 2049, and it really makes me think that I want to see the first one. Like I know bits and pieces about it.
I've
I know
seen it.
I'm gonna-
There's a black guy, and he's got vampire teeth, and he wears sunglasses.
No.
It's played by Wesley Snipes.
No. You're thinking of Blade. He doesn't run in those movies.
Look, y'all. Another one.
Did you play that because we said black guy?
No.
You racist fuck.
What is happening?
Oh my god. All right. Well, definitely check out Blade Runner if you're at all interested. I've heard that you don't have to see the first movie, but it definitely helps if you've seen the first movie.
Probably.
I'm gonna check it out.
I've seen that one with Will Ferrell and the guy that plays Napoleon Dynamite, and they're like ice skaters.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah. That's Blades of
Glory.
Glory.
Oh, it's not this one.
Blades of Glory.
Oh.
No, but wait, isn't this the sequel though of the one with Billy Bob Thornton?
Are you thinking of Sling Blade?
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, that's what you were.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm actually very.
I was hoping-
I'm so happy that you got.
Yeah,
It's not a real
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
movie.
It is a real movie.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. I don't believe that.
Yeah, no, it's a real movie. Definitely. For sure. All right, if you aren't going to see Blade Runner, but you are a brony or a My Little Pony fan.
Fuck it is the G.
No, I didn't know what it
It's all fuck it is. Yeah, it is a movie. Sling
Yeah, it is a
Blade.
movie.
Look it up, bitch.
Thorne.
We're on it.
Boom!
Dwight Yoakam.
My Little Pony the movie is coming out this
Can't wait,
weekend.
bro.
And if you are interested in this movie whatsoever, I will recommend, because right now, if you're watching, if you have T-Mobile, you can get a $2 ticket to go check out My Little Pony the movie, which my sister and my cousin are ecstatic about.
I had no idea this was an actual thing.
I brought in one trailer, I think, a long, long time ago.
I don't recall
In a
that.
galaxy far, far away.
I don't recall that.
Anyway, what else is coming out?
The
Nobody
Mountain
cares.
Between Us, which I don't remember what that is, and that's
It's
about
some,
it.
Some fucking adventure movie. It looks lame.
Hey.
That is it.
But you got Idris
Fucking
Elba,
dramatic as fuck.
Kate Winslet.
Ooh, Kate Winslet. Oh, it's my girl.
Anyways.
All right.
I won't see it if she don't show her titties.
Quick.
I'll watch Titanic instead.
Somebody do a Google search.
That's her, right? Kate Winslet?
Yes.
Titanic?
Did Kate Winslet do Playboy? Search that while I go to my
Oh,
next
she
story.
had to have.
Go now.
She did it as a horse.
Who the fuck are you thinking of?
Get out of here, Ricky Z.
horse.
All right, so
What are you talking about? Who's got horse titties? What are you talking
You're
about?
talking about fucking My Little Pony. It was a
Oh.
joke, bro. God damn.
y'all weird as fuck.
I'm
Yours is
so fucking
weird.
We're not on
You're
your
so
level,
weird.
dude. Why are me and Garrett on the same level? You're not.
All right, so earlier we talked about how excuse me, I got burps now. Unfortunately, Hugh Hefner passed, but today, even while we're recording this, the news dropped that a Hugh Hefner biopic is happening, and it is going to star Jared Leto. What up? That's weird. Like
He's playing the Joker.
He's playing Hugh the Joker, Leto, and it's so weird.
Okay, so she never actually did Playboy, but she was offered to do Playboy, to do nude.
I feel like she
turned him
should.
down.
After Titanic, she should have done it. Like her tits are already out there.
She's like, but my vagina is sacred.
You can cover that up, no?
Back at some point, I don't know when they changed it, but you were like full on. You just didn't put your legs up.
Okay. All right. Well, whatever. Kate Winslet, you have nice boobies. Saw them in Titanic. They were good. You should have been in a magazine. Whatever. Do what you want.
Be in a magazine.
Should be in a magazine. Either way, let's go back to the story. Brett Ratner is actually directing this. He has the rights to Hugh Hefner's biopic, and he is longtime friends with Jared Leto. And Jared Leto showed great interest in playing the role, and so now that's happening. So,
Okay.
on the cusp of the death of Hugh Hefner, Jared Leto being Hugh Hefner in a biopic, what do you guys think about that? Ricky C, is he going to be a good Hugh Hefner for you? Go.
I don't know. I didn't like him in the last couple movies he's done. Most likely.
What's your favorite Jared Leto movie?
I don't think I have one.
Well, then,
Fight Club. But
He was
like,
in. Yeah, he was barely.
I liked him when he was
barely
getting
in
his
Fight Club.
face punched in.
Yeah, he was barely in Fight Club. So yeah,
Jared Leto.
that's my thoughts.
No, I don't have
Andy?
one either.
I'm not gonna probably go watch.
Do you
this.
have one? I mean, what movies has he been in? That
I'm not gonna.
I liked him in the 30 Seconds from Mars videos.
He was in. Wasn't he in that fucking drug movie? Fucking. God damn it.
he was in what, Dallas Buyers Club?
No.
No.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
no,
he
he
was,
was
but
in that
And
one.
he actually got an Academy Award, but like I didn't
There's
see
another
that.
movie that he was in. Though.
I did not see that.
God damn it! What's the fucking movie?
I'm going to his IMDb right now, but I didn't see the Dallas Buyers Club.
Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, that's my favorite one.
Yeah, that's the best movie for sure.
Yeah,
That's his best movie. Requiem, yeah.
So okay, so this is interesting because his best movies are movies that we haven't seen.
I've seen Requiem for a
I've
Dream.
seen
Oh, okay,
Requiem.
but like, do you?
You've never seen
remember it?
Requiem for
No,
a
I'm
Dream?
saying, have you? You don't remember that though?
What do you
Did you
mean?
pull it-
I just watched it again recently.
No, I because you didn't bring it up.
I
so
just couldn't remember.
assumed.
No, but then once you brought up Requiem, I remember. Yeah, Requiem
I
for a
brought it
Dream. Requiem for a Dream is like the best Jared Leto movie, my opinion.
Yeah,
Well, that's because we
I
haven't
agree.
seen any of the other shit.
Well,
though.
Joker, bro.
I saw Dallas Buyers Club.
Okay, we can have an actual conversation
all the
about
movies-
how I think he's actually a good Joker.
All the movies were on here were Suicide Squad, Dallas Buyers Club, Fight Club, Requiem for a Dream, and something called Mr. Nobody.
That's what
That's
I'm.
Those are his most
that's-
popular movies.
I've been
Yeah.
looking up stuff that I've seen, and that's literally it. Is those two
Oh,
movies?
he was also an American Psycho, apparently. I don't
Oh,
re-
yeah,
I
he
don't
gets
remember
killed.
Oh yeah, but he gets yeah.
Remember, I made that thing. I was like,
different.
remember when Batman killed the Joker?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
All right, whatever. We can move past this. Either way, you want to know something fucking good though?
I think he's a good Joker, though. I don't know if we could be friends
Yeah,
after
what the
this.
fuck? You
Yeah,
talking
I
about?
think so, and we can talk about this later. He's a good Joker.
We're not,
No,
because
we're
you're
not.
wrong.
Yeah.
Damn it, Ryan. God damn it, Ryan.
It's not a conversation.
All right, let's talk about something we can agree on. You guys like Tom Hanks?
I mean, if you like fucking classic actors and fucking class act fucking guys, dude.
You like comedy?
I mean, I guess if you like fucking cool shit.
Well, let me ask you if you like this guy. Do you like David S. Pumpkins?
How's it hanging? I'm David Pumpkins, and I'm gonna scare the hell out of you.
Oh, there was a. What was the second
The whole
slap?
thing.
Damn it! I was.
Any questions?
All right, so if you've been not under a rock for the past few years, Tom Hanks actually did a.
It was just a year ago, I thought.
Yeah,
it was last year.
Well, that's why I said couple. I
2016.
said couple years, right?
Nope. It's not a
Last
couple
year.
years. It was
You said
last
couple
year.
years. It's last year.
This year, which is we're in October, and last year.
Yep.
Oh, that's a helpful. That's 1 year.
1
Never mind.
year.
Never mind.
Yep.
Sorry.
I don't know how your calendar works, but
Sorry.
1 doesn't equal 2.
2 different numbered years. 2016 and 17.
Got it.
Whatever. You definitely are familiar with Tom Hanks' role on Saturday Night Live as David S. Pumpkins.
Any questions?
That is by far one of the funniest, very simplistic.
It's not even
sketches.
like it's just so stupid, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
so
just ridiculous.
So
But the thing,
funny, man.
I'm not.
I'm
always
surprised
the
you
biggest-
like it.
Yeah, I'm not always the biggest fan of nonsensical humor.
You're
This-
always like, "Dude, what the fuck's the point? What is it?"
I think this was funny for a number of reasons. Like one, my major thing is that Tom Hanks kept it like straight faced in most of the
Yeah, well,
skit.
that's why it works.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's why I loved it so much. Either way, just to get you in on the news, Tom Hanks will star in a David S. Pumpkins animated special. Any questions?
On Saturday Night Live,
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's on specifically.
well, it's going to be on
Saturday Night Live.
CBS for sure.
It's going to be on CBS because they obviously
NBC.
own-
Sorry, NBC.
Yeah, NBC.
NBC.
So airing this October 28th, we will have an animated David S. Pumpkins.
Oh, like a
sketch.
really?
Yeah.
for like Halloween.
So this is
That's
this
awesome.
is- This is actually a picture of it right here. Ricky can't see it, but Ryan can.
That's so good.
It's
Oh,
a David S.
man.
Pumpkins animated short with him doing the little finger guns for whatever reason.
with the
And
skeletons.
the skeletons. And so, I love this because it's like
This
one-
sketch, I feel like it happened because somebody was like, they were writing all week, and then somebody was like, "What if you wore this?" And then like 2 skeletons were next to him, and they had like this cheesy ass skeleton cut. Like somebody just found the pumpkin suit,
Yeah.
and was like, "Put this on Tom Hanks." And,
yeah, okay, well, let's,
and that's
make
what
a picture.
happened, you know.
Yeah. I mean, look at these stupid.
Those costumes are awful. I mean,
Which are now out of stock in everywhere you could find those.
it's so funny because like those, I'm sure you could have found that at like Party City like that week.
Oh, for sure.
Until this happened.
For sure.
Yep.
If you have not seen this David S. Pumpkin skit, you really need to get yourself to YouTube and
Yeah,
check
just
it
look
out.
up Saturday Night Live David Pumpkins. It's just
It's
so
both-
silly.
Haunted elevator.
A haunted elevator. That's what it is. Yeah.
It's 100 floors of frights. All right. Speaking of frights, guess what's getting a remake, you guys?
What?
Hocus Pocus.
Cool.
I love that reaction I got from you guys. I love it. It's amazing. Hocus Pocus is getting a TV movie remake by Disney, you guys, and it has no one involved from the original movie.
Oh, good.
That's gonna be fantastic.
It's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be phantasmic.
So good. So I know a lot of fans of our show, a lot of our viewers, listeners. They are big fans of the original Hocus Pocus. Big fans. Every like literally every year, as soon as October rolls around, Hocus Pocus memes fucking me in the face.
Yeah, they're so easy. Yeah, I mean, Hocus Pocus is such a good. Fucking me in the face. Yeah. It's like the only movie where Sarah Jessica Parker looks hot.
No,
100%.
I did not even know it was her.
100%
I actually
correct.
think that she's hotter in this than any other thing I've seen her in.
That's what I just said.
He just said, and he's 100% correct.
No, but I don't know if you guys know this. though.
That is what I just said.
No, but it's different. I don't know if you've seen Sarah Jessica Parker in Hocus Pocus, but she's like way hotter than she is in like person.
Yep. Uh-huh.
He's like, I agree, but I think this is the best thing I've ever seen her in.
Yeah. I mean, just so you guys know.
I agree, but this is my idea.
Just so you know. I just want you guys
I like
to
that
know
idea.
this.
That's mine now.
It's mine, yeah. Just so you know. Also, Ryan should go first this episode. It's a good idea.
Oh yeah, you did that earlier. I was like, I should
I
go
came up
first.
with it.
He's like, you know what? You should go first because you have the sad.
You have the sad stuff.
Like I just fucking said that.
You should but like he should go first because the sad.
I got an
things.
idea, you guys.
Also, Sarah Jessica Parker is hot in Hocus Pocus and not anywhere else. Like for reals.
All right, next.
That's really just it, you guys. Like,
That's it. No one fucking cares.
That's it. Like nobody. Like
That
it's
is it.
I'm.
We're done here.
No. Okay. Last thing I want to mention.
Son of a bitch.
You guys like Sonic the Hedgehog?
I mean, if you let it go fast.
If you want to go fast.
If you want to
You
go
want to
fast.
go fast? All right. Well, Sonic the Hedgehog is getting a live action movie. Good for it.
It's going to be in it?
Oh shit.
Yes,
It's gonna be a crossover.
it is. So
It's gonna go fast.
It's going to go fast.
Yeah. So Deadpool director Tim Miller is actually going to be taking
Oh,
the reins,
really?
which is why I actually wanted to bring this up. This is not just one of your throwaway movie articles.
I guess it could be all right. I mean, like, what are we talking about though? Like, are we talking about? Because you said it's going to be a crossover.
Yeah. So Paramount is officially developing a Sonic the Hedgehog live action film with the producer from Fast and Furious, Neil Moritz, and the Deadpool director, Tim Miller, who also has connections to Blur Studios. They do CGI. They did all of the CGI for Deadpool pretty pro bono. And they're they're in collaboration with Jeff Howler, who helming the video game adaptation. So he's going to be doing Sonic the Hedgehog in a hybrid CGI live action thing, similar to, and I hate that I have to bring up these names, but similar to the Smurfs, but also on a good side. On the good side, other things like Paddington, I heard was actually kind of good, and other movies. You can also even think Roger Rabbit. Let's just change it that is animation.
That's the best case scenario.
That's a hybrid.
I think we got a clip of it though. I think Ricky's got a clip of how good this movie's going to be.
With Tom Cruise though.
No, it's not with Tom Cruise. Who else is going to be in this movie? There's some dialogue though. I think Ricky's
there is
got
dialogue.
Yeah,
and we're just really trying really hard to give Ricky some more time because we can see his fingers moving, and we know that he.
I don't know what you're asking.
He probably passed it like 40 times already.
Nope,
that's not the right button either.
I already said this movie was going to be shit, so you could.
We have a clip of it though.
So we have a clip of it though. So this movie's going to be shit
because
shit. This movie is going to be shit.
There's a clip.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that.
You've been fucking sleeping at the board today, man.
I don't know what you want me to do.
You're supposed to be listening.
I'm drinking at the board.
All right, guys, that is going to be
that
it for us
good.
today. I want to
God.
thank you
Thank
so
God.
much again for listening, for watching, tuning in, for being loyal fans. We love you so much. If you want to follow any of us, you can definitely check our stuff out at humpcast.com.
That's true.
And then if you're watching live tonight, Ryan, can they go do something really cool later?
You can go in about an hour. You can go to the Silver Dollar Saloon in El Monte, California.
Dingle Dangle, California.
And I will be doing a comedy show. Actually, Mike Alberici has been so kind to volunteer to host so that I can actually do a set tonight. So.
I heard that guy looks like Ryan Gosling, but at like a discount.
No, he looks more like a Down syndrome Ryan Gosling.
All right.
But very nice guy. If you give him a football, he'll throw it for you.
What?
He's just, I don't know. He's retarded.
If you give him a car, he'll drive for you. He'll be your driver.
But we love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you give him a car, he'll drive it for you. It's true. He's a discount Uber driver.
Need an Uber.
I need an Uber. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Ryan P. Demarest. You can go to teamryanD.com. My website is still up and going. And we give it up for fucking Vegas, dude. Vegas, recover, feel better. We love you.
Yeah.
Garrett's gonna send his prayers.
Thoughts, prayers.
I don't like saying that because it's bullshit. And I'm saying I feel the pain and I'm sorry.
Which is why I was gonna say
gonna send his blood.
Thoughts, prayers are great, but if you can actually do something, do something. So a lot of people I know are even though we're far away, we're not in Nevada, obviously. You know, like I said, try and help out however you can. Donate blood to the Red Cross to keep those going year round. And
I'm sure there's GoFundMe pages for some of the
GoFundMes,
victims,
etc.
stuff like that. You know, look that up.
Check it out.
Help out
help
out your community.
Yeah,
be nice.
And we love you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and speaking of Tom Petty, he just died, so we're gonna play a song that you most likely have heard.
But probably didn't know it was Tom
Probably
Petty.
didn't know this is Tom Petty.
You don't know what
called
it's like.
You don't know how it feels.
How it feels.
Like
I
off
said.
the album Wildflowers. We'll see you next week, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.
Peace.
Let me run with you tonight. I'll take you on a moonlight ride. There's someone I used to see, but she don't give a damn for me. Well, let me get to the point. Let's roll another joint and turn the radio loud. I'm too alone to be proud, and you don't know how it feels. You don't know how it feels to be me. People come, people go. Some grow young, some grow cold. I woke up in between memory and a dream. So let's get to the point. Let's roll another joint and let's head on down the road. There's somewhere I gotta go, and you don't know how it feels. You don't know how it feels to be me. My old man was born to rock. He's still trying to beat the clock. Think of me what you will. I've got a little space to fill. So let's get to the point. Let's roll another joint. Let's